Axeman back with you for another video. I hope everybody is well on this. What is it today? It's Thursday. Wow, I'm losing track of the days. That's not good. Thursday, and it is going to be 8:21 a.m. We are getting it started bright and early on this Thursday. I hope everybody is well. You know the deal here. We're getting right into it. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. Of course, you guys know the deal. I've been to money times on this channel for 4 years. If you want to help me and support, just keep live streaming. Just to make a donation to my Cash App. The link's on the channel page. You'll know me by my logo. I would love it. Thank you guys for any support. So let's go through it, right into it. All right, the Axeman of New Orleans, huh? So this, guys, this video here, this case, right, this true crime case here, I've never heard of this one. Yeah, I've never heard of it. So that's why I chose it. I chose this one because I never heard of it, and we're gonna do a profile. All right, so we're gonna profile this Axeman killer in 1919, and he's gonna kill now between 1918 and May 1918, between October 19. And I figured we have crime scene photos. They're gonna be illustrated here for back in 1919, 1918, but we're gonna try to get a profile. We're gonna profile the Axeman of New Orleans, and we're gonna see who maybe we can get a spot on killer, because we're going to narrow down professions, especially around that time. I bet you we could find out what he does for a living, kind of like maybe Jack the Ripper style, but this could help us maybe in later cases, right, that we're going to do. I'm not, as you can see, I'm really not doing the Jack the Ripper. There will be some well-known cases we're going to cover today, throughout the day, but yeah, as far as Jack the Ripper, that's a whole video, right? But I don't have my... Jack the Ripper is interesting, but they have their suspects. Leave that to the pros. You're not a pro? Maybe. Sorry, guys, it is early. I'm trying to get the ball rolling here. And I'm trying to get myself going. How are you doing today? Let's get the ball rolling. My stomach feels a little whack. How's your guys' stomachs? I feel a little icky. So that's why I got some coffee. What are you drinking this morning? This is going to be such a fun video. I was going to do this video last night, guys. I was going to come back and give you another one last night. Got some coffee. Just getting everything ready for this video. And we're going to profile the Axeman of New Orleans. We're going to find out who this sucker is, or who he could be, just based upon the profile. We're gonna profile going back to 1918, 1919. My viewers gonna take you there, and we're gonna profile this killer. And that's all we're gonna do here, guys. We're gonna profile the killer, and possibly that can open up new avenues, and we're gonna narrow down his profession at that. Thank you, Sheik. I appreciate you, dude. But hold on, let me just. There we go, buddy. Thank you for your time, man. Thanks for the view. Appreciate you. One like. Thank you for the one like. Let's go. The Axeman of New Orleans. We're gonna go ahead and profile this killer back in 1918. Do a Dexter style, Mindhunter style on this guy, and see, as far as profession goes, we're gonna try to narrow down what he does for a living. Thanks for the 2 likes, guys. Likes. We're getting it started today early, right? We're gonna profile. Sorry, put this phone down for one moment. Get your coffee. I got the water. What are you drinking? Thanks for the 2 likes, guys. I'm amped up today. It is the morning, so you know we're getting that energy flow. But we're gonna profile this Axeman. So what we're gonna look for here is definitely a profession back in 1918. So profession. I want just kind of like Jack the Ripper, guys. We're gonna do a question mark there. And we want to find out. Thanks for the 2 likes, though, guys. I love it. It's already getting started. I got the coffee. What are you drinking? And how are we going to profile this? What's this going to turn out like? So I'm on Wikipedia, guys. I want to show you what was interesting about this case. Is so interesting. I have read a little bit, but guys, we're going to learn this together. I do not know much about this, if at all. I want you to see some illustrations here. So we're going to see some, now back in 1918, 1919, you're not going to have, you're going to possibly have photography. Hey, Joe Francis, how are you? Loading. Hey, Joe. Yeah, right. Thanks. That's cool, man. That was a cool little load sign. That's awesome. Never seen that. That's cool. Hey, Joe, how are you, Joe Francis? Thanks for stopping in. We're talking about the Axeman of New Orleans. We're trying to profile this killer, find out who he is in that scene. But look at it. So this is supposedly how the scene. But there is like multiple. See, there's another sketch here by an art by somebody, but it's very different. See how the bodies now face up. This one seems to be pretty the same, but we can't. So I don't know how accurate these supposed sketches are back in the day. Very two different sketches there, but we can get the idea of them. I mean, we're gonna get a description, but here's New Orleans at the time, and these are gonna be these murders take place. These axe murders, I believe there's 16 of them. So what I was looking at was just Google Earth today in real time, and just trying to visualize the city. Then very smooth. Thanks for the 3 likes, guys. I'm always watching. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Rain Man. Hey, Rain Man. Dustin off me. Yes, I'm not your Tom Cruise. I wish I was. Hey, Rain. Hey, Mr. Vitilio. How you doing? Mr. Vitilio, Rain Man, Joe Francis. So this is New Orleans. Hi, guys. How are you this morning? We are talking the Axeman of New Orleans, and we're trying to profile him, and we're going to find out what does he do for a living, who he might have been, kind of like Jack the Ripper, going back with the technology we have now, traveling back in time. Thanks for the 3 likes, guys. Raymond says, far. Thanks, Rain Man. Rain Man, what do you think? You got some numbers on this. Come on, man. Use your number skills. There's 16 here. 16 kills, I believe. This is some wild shit to be doing back in the day, right? But thanks, you guys, for already tuning in. We're getting it started early. I really appreciate the 3 likes. I'm watching. I'm counting. I need to see evidence, guys, right? We always need to see evidence for ourselves, if you like me or not. But thank you, Rain Man. And thank you to Mr. Vitilio. Hey, coming in. So the Axeman in New Orleans, this is on Wiki here. We're just going to give you a little preview, right? An idea where we are in time. So we're going to go back to 1918, 1919, guys. You're going to take off your cell phone, but you got to take these things away. Really simplify this. Occam's razor, everyone. This is even better now in 1918, 1919. This is going to work even better. So it has to, right? This guy can't be fucking... he can't be unstoppable, but he was. And he is. They still don't know who this man is. And we're going to see. I don't even have a list of suspects for you. I just have what we have together. Let's unveil it. Rain Man says, impressive course. Definitely impressive. Thank you, Rain Man. 2026M. Look at you going on it, Rain Man. You are impressive, sir. Thank you, Mr. Rain Man, for stopping in and making it rain on us in such a manly way. I love it, brother. Thank you. Rain Man, thanks. Mr. Vitilio, good to see you, too. So let's get into this Axeman. The Axeman of New Orleans was an unidentified American serial killer. Really, they're calling him a serial killer. He's doing a lot of killing in a short span of time. A serial killer is an individual who murders 3 or more people within the killings take place more of a period of more than a month. 1 more month in 3 or separate events. Okay, so in a month of events, he's doing 3 things. Very condensed and very, man, a serial killer. Oh my God. It's kind of like he's got to eat, like he's got to work out. Isn't that weird? He's got to take his roids or something. Like, no, he really is on a binge. He's on a fucking kick out here in New Orleans. But guys, the Axeman, I would just leave it to you on the weapon of choice here for murder. All right, cold-blooded murder, I'll leave it to you what the Axeman in New Orleans is using and wielding and dealing here. Really, guys, my take on this, we're really going to have some really great information here, I believe, to narrow this sucker down and to see what his motive is. Thanks, Rayman says, Rayman's in it, definitely killed many people, definitely, of course, I like him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is this person likable? Is he charming? Does he need to charm people to get this done? Maybe he needs to charm people to get them away, like to get the attention off him. How charming is he? Is he Jack the Ripper charming? Does he need to be like that? Jack the Ripper, when we think of Jack the Ripper, we think Britain, we think very charming, very doctorish, right? Very ghoulish, but smart and cunning, very sophisticated is Jack the Ripper, yes? Compared to the Axeman in New Orleans. We will learn from the past to present the present and the future, to tell us as a crystal fucking ball, and to compare. I think Jack the Ripper is a great case here. Don't know the time frame of the Ripper, don't give a shit, 1890 to 1900s, but it's damn close. Possibly after the Axeman starts his axing of New Orleans, this man should be shut down. Why don't they have a profile on him? Why don't they have some kind of idea where to look? We're going to give them that. We will give them that. New Orleans stands today. These murders are here, right? They are history. Blood in the street. If these walls could talk, if the pavement could talk, it would scream. Bloody fucking murder. So yes, Rayman says, Course was an American hero, a true American patriot. Thanks a lot, man. I'm not sure what that even means, but we're gonna find out who the killer is, right? Yeah, Rayman. I guess Rayman's in his own world, and exactly like in the movie. Thank you, Dustin Hoffman. Appreciate you stopping in today. Yeah, that's it. Just appreciate you stopping in, Dustin. You should be at the casino though, bro, making some mills. Let me make some mills doing this. Thank you for loving and liking. Appreciate it. Thanks for reactions. Thanks for the 3 likes. I want to acknowledge the real review audience. I want to acknowledge you. 3 people individually. Your heart is fucking full of gold. Don't sell it. Keep it. Don't sell out. Keep that heart of gold. Thank you for showing me that. And thank you, Rayman, really, for stopping in and just spending time. Guys, you're awesome. Don't mind it at all. Thank you for your time. It's precious. As was these people's, I'm sure. Now it's just taken out by a fucking Axeman. An axe-wielding son. I know what you did last summer. What is this, urban legend? Back in 1918, 1919? Nobody can fight the Axeman off? What the fuck is going on? You know, Jack the Ripper, everybody, you know, he was going after lonely women on the street, you know, that nobody give a fuck about in the middle of the night. You know, nobody could hear them scream. That's crazy, isn't it? I don't know, with Jack the Ripper, you might have to cover that. It's nuts. I really don't want to, guys, because of all the hoop, you know. I don't know. It's gotta be a doctor, right? He has to have anatomy. Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, to play around like that, you gotta have anatomy? No, I don't know. I'm done with all that bullshit. Sorry, I get angry. I get angry at Jack the Ripper. Would you believe that? So anyways, hold on, guys. This hearing some noises. I'm always on. Okay. I'm sorry, we were hearing some noises that should not be. Sounded kind of out of place. So thank you, guys. And thank you for the 3 likes and just hanging out with me. All right, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Rayman's firing up. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not sure who course. Okay. I guess a golf course is a true hero. You talk about Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat, or you got traded to the Bucks, bro. Rayman, where you off, Rayman? Tyler Hero's on the Bucks, brother. He was saving. Nah, Tyler Hero's a basketball player, brother. That's a real patriot. Tyler Hero for the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks, Rayman. Ahmed says Jack the Ripper was a Freemason who used the ritual penalties from the craft on his victims, correct? Do not know, Ahmed. Thanks for stopping in, Ahmed. I did not do a video. I did like a rant reading on Jack the Ripper on my like 5 years ago on my channel, where I just read from Wikipedia for like an ASMR type deal for you to sleep to, but I did not investigate. But there's plenty of those out there, right? But we can do our own eventually. I do have some things lined up today, guys. Some well-known cases we're going to go hard on. But we're going to try to profile the Axeman. Really, our intention here is not to solve this case. It really is just to profile the killer. And that's what I want to do. This is the point of the video. I don't see a profile here. We're going to profile him. We're very good at doing that. Ahmed says, just sub, bro. Thank you, Ahmed. I've been demonetized, guys, on the channel for 4 years. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Please help me get remonetized or support the channel. Anything you do, I love you for it, and I will never forget it. Thank you, Ahmed. Dean says, I'll send you $100 if you smoke. Thank you, Dean. Let's take care of it, Dean. Hey, Dean, think about that yourself for 24 hours. I think you just did. So, yeah, go into your little den house and chill out for a little bit on that. Fire. You're in the wrong chat, Holmes. There's other streams for that. Ahmed's loving. Thank you. Somebody's loving. I don't know if it's Ahmed, but I don't want to assume. Rayman, hater, man. Thank you guys for that reaction. I love the loving react. I loved it. I love the virtuality of this. I love it all. I'm dying for communication, as you can see. I'm dying for human contact. I'm an introvert. I love to be home, guys. I touched enough grass, so thank you for joining me. 100 party time. Excellent. And the love. Who's doing that? I love you. We're just getting started. I love you. The heart is to you. Thank you for hitting those buttons, and thank you for the 4 likes. 4 likes. The evidence is there. The YouTube, the internet, the true crime community, right? We're going to be a part of this. They're going to bring the real viewer in, and we're going to hold it down for all time, right? We're going to show them how we should be doing these channels and YouTubing. All right. Ahmed says, Rayman, look at how he killed his victims. Yeah. You know what? Very interesting, Ahmed. You know, I think Jack the Ripper here, I want Jack the Ripper quick to Ahmed. That is a great because we did mention that might when is Jack the Ripper compared to this Axeman? He might be getting a lot of profile. Thanks for the 5 likes, guys. 5 likes already. It is 8:30 in the morning where I am. What time is it where you are? What are you drinking? What are we doing? We're doing true crime. We're saving lives. We're costing. We're doing everything have to do with true crime. The things that mean something here. We're reviewing it and we're finding real deal double E. So thank you guys for stopping in and joining me for this and for the 5 likes. Please, I got plenty of streams on my channel. I just put together a playlist, guys, of the latest live streams of pretty much a lot of the cases we've been through already for the last month. And this month, we're going even harder and faster. And yeah, we're trying it all, and we're not stopping. So I could have a playlist for you just to listen to and relax to and let you, check it out. I did that last night. I did a poll, trying to check who was doing the poll and who answered the poll. I'm trying to do polls. Really, man, I really want to do everything for you guys. You really deserve it. The interaction. So thank you. Thank you, Ahmed, for doing all that. Ahmed says, yeah, true crime is my favorite YouTube subject. Ahmed, I'm doing true crime for a while, but now I'm really trying to ramp it up on this. It's my niche. It's my thing, right? It's what we're born to do, really. Just born to live, not die. So I'm going to help everybody live, and we're going to try to see what is going on with these cases. Why isn't there more profile or information available? There is. We just got to read between the lines. It's going to take those right-sided eyes and ears. But thank you, Ahmed. I'm in Philly. Cool. Not up north. Good stuff, Ahmed. Shit, man. Thanks for coming in. If you're loving true crime, Ahmed, check these live streams of other ones, dude, at some point. You're going to love those other ones, too. And I got new ones coming. We're doing this every day, Ahmed. Thank you, Ahmed. Awesome. Rayman says, back to the Axeman, though. Yeah, you got it, Rayman. We're here. We're going to get to it. But Jack the Ripper, I did want to cross-reference this. I want to see the date, guys, of these murders. I believe it was 1888. Okay, so he's doing this, Jack the Ripper, over in 1888, and he's stopping in 1891, I believe. So this person might have heard of Jack the Ripper. That's my point here. I want to profile the Axeman. He's using an axe, though, which isn't surgical. Axe, see, guys, profile. Axe doesn't scream to me sophistication like Ripper. Okay, so axe is brute. It's brute force is needed. You got a sharpened axe. I understand it'll make it nice and easy, but it's not like that with an axe. It's different than the Ripper, but it's kind of the same MO in a way. MO is kind of, not MO is the same, but this person, I think, is kind of like, not envying Ripper, but not even like in that way, but he's just kind of, but axe, brute force, okay, guys? We got to be looking for a man, no doubt about it. All right, a man first off. So we just put a man. Obviously he's gonna be a man. He's gonna be a man. I don't know about 18 to, I wouldn't even, back in 1918, 1990, guys, I'm not gonna put anything past this age bracket here. So we're gonna keep holding until we get more info. But we're gonna hold it to a male right off the bat. And that's it. And we're gonna do brute force. Axeman. He is a man. Axeman wielding an axe. It is heavy, right? This axe is heavy. He has to have experience wielding this axe, chopping firewood, chopping trees. We are in New Orleans. There is what is out there? Swamp. We're going to see what the professions are in the day of 1918, 1990. What is the professions for men to wield an axe or to be doing something like that, to be around the axe where it looks pretty legit? A normal person running around with an axe would look pretty fucking scary. This person with an axe might look pretty legit, and you might even think twice that he is actually axing people with the axe. That's possibility. He's going around doing this. I don't know. It's the first time I'm looking at it, guys, with you. So we're going to see more and profile him. We're going to find this fucker or find somewhere to look. A good starting point. Raymond says, Ace is not easy to hide. Sorry, I subscribe. Thanks, Rayman, for subscribing. Like I said, anything you do, I appreciate you, man. We're here every day, all day, end day. So stop in. We're doing all kinds of shit. Rayman says, yes, definitely before the flock cameras. Right, definitely, right. They got, Rayman, they got the photos here, but they're very different when they're drawn. There's like one that's got her face up and one is, so I don't know what to believe here with these illustrations. You really, man, you really got to fucking, they don't know what they got on their hands. That's a shame that you don't know people in law enforcement actually doing their, doing their job. Like, that's what happens all around the world, guys. People don't do their job. It's on the internet, too. It really fucks everything up. People shouldn't be speaking about things, but they do. They're not qualified at all. I am qualified. I have a resume to prove it. That's for sure. Test me out. Check my videos. Ahmed says, nor is it easy to carry around. Right. See, Ahmed's on it. See, I love it. Yes, Ahmed, right. Good point. Nor is it easy to carry when he drives around with the damn axe and the whip. He's right. And we're talking 1918, 1919. So he's really got no car. He's got no camouflage. Right. He's got to have this axe kind of at night or like we said, right, legitimately carrying it around. So you'd say, oh, well, this is not. Like kind of like I know what you did last summer with the fisherman with the hook. You say, well, he's a fisherman. He's not killing people with that hook. He's a fisherman. But so it seems legit. Right on, man. It makes sense that he's got to carry this thing around where he's not seen. Not that he's not seen, but he's going to be seen with it, but he's not noticed. Like, you know, in a way. Good point, Ahmed. Right, you can't ride around with a fucking axe in the trunk. Pull it out, pop the trunk, right, Ahmed? Pull out that fucking axe. We're going to take care of business. We're going to rob this bank. No, you're not doing that with the fucking axe. It's meant for murder. It's meant for really. It's not too. It's personal, guys. An axe, but it's not Jack the Ripper personal. This person doesn't look like. We're gonna see if they take enjoyment in the process. It looked pretty bloody fucking messy up there, but that doesn't mean that he enjoyed it. I mean, just because you eat a plate of spaghetti sauce, everyone, it does get messy on your face and your plate, but it doesn't mean it was really good sauce. Did you enjoy it? I mean, I don't know. Not really. Rayman, this guy definitely did. Word up, Ahmed. I mean, Rayman. Ahmed says a lot of those rural areas in Louis. Yeah, there is. We're seeing this heavy, densely populated now. So we have to go back in time. And it's going to limit us. Very good, though. We want to be limited, guys, by less. Thanks for the 6 likes. I'm watching those likes. I need evidence that you like me. You really like me. Yeah, I do. I love to see the evidence. Thank you, guys. All of you. And Ahmed and Rayman, too, today. This is wonderful. Getting started just right. I love new ones and the old one. We got to have new with the old, right? Everything. Let's all mix it together and come alive. So, okay. We have so much more to go. We don't know if you would get to it. I am. Sorry, guys. Extremely gruesome, says Rayman. Yes. This person didn't mind getting messy, huh? They didn't mind the mess they left when they went away. What is that? Alanis Morissette? The mess shoe that Dave Coulier. Mr. Full House, man. Fucking tore her up. She made a genius, a mad genius. But you left the mess you went when you went away, for sure. But this Axeman ain't giving a fuck. He's pretty cool that he's not going to be caught. He's going to have a specific, I think, target here, target audience. Like, extremely gruesome. Yes, Rayman, crazy. I mean, there's just these drawn photos, Rayman, really fucking freaks me out. I'm good. I'd rather just, yeah, not walk in that room. Rayman says, Ahmed says lumberman, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because we're right, we're gonna, guys, yeah, we're looking for the profession of this person. And right, maybe lumber. Maybe he's cutting down trees out there. Right? Maybe we cut down the trees out there or whatever. So yeah, that is an interesting, the profession is gonna be key here. I think also with Ripper, right, it's key, but I don't know about Ripper. See, the Ripper here, this is a very different, like, person. Like, it is very not sophisticated like Ripper back then, but it's going to be, I don't know why it reminds me. Like, it doesn't remind me, but it holds some kind of weight, the Ripper case and this Axeman of New Orleans. You know? A single dad, so I'm trying to do all these kind of things, pay bills, I'm trying to get things done, but I still want to stream and do my live, so at all costs, yes, but we get this done. All right. Rayman says, I probably found areas where there wasn't people or, sorry. Rayman says, he obviously concealed it in a vehicle carriage, possibly, but when you have to have money to do that, to have a carriage or, you know, guys, we really got to think here. We really got to put ourselves back there, all right? And I'm not going to put anything past, you know, I'm walking around, I'm, you know, this guy can't be, really, doesn't it cost money or something to have, unless he's doing a profession like you're saying. But good point, Rayman. He's going to conceal it, right? Rayman 2026 has probably found areas where there wasn't many people or choose times when streets were empty. Correct. Rayman says, could have been a cop. Yes. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. We're going to see more. I don't know much about the case yet. We're going to go further, especially because he was never caught. That's right. Ahmed says cutting trees for new developments is probably a normal job back then. Ahmed, you're onto something. I like that with the axe, the lumber, clearing trees, swampy. That is a good profession for men to have back then. And you wouldn't be noticed. It would be legit. And like you're saying, Rain Man, probably, you know, to carry it around. You conceal it. Ahmed says cutting trees for a new development. Probably a normal job back then, especially. Yes, Ahmed. And no one would notice that. It would just be per usual. Oh, there goes Mr. Bob Daly, always doing his dependable tree cutting. There you go, Bob. You know, and he has the axe, but it's all bloody, and you're just like down the street waving to him, and he's like, yeah, yeah. He waves the axe, and it's all blood dripping. But you're like, oh, that's just sap from the tree, y'all. Bob is out there working hard every day, cutting down trees and making life beautiful again. Rayman says, to use an axe shows he had extreme hatred for people in general. Yeah, good point, Rayman. Good profile. We're going to put down hate. Guys, he's going to put down hate. It's a man who hates with an axe. So, yep, writing down the word hate. I got my trusted piece of paper with my pencil, guys. We're going through it. Hate, axe, man, right? With profession. We're getting there. We already got some good stuff that we're going to put together. Rayman says, your feed keeps cutting in and out. Yeah, it'll do that, Rayman, guys. I have to, I'm so sorry. It'll go black. Because I'm on another app, I'm on a phone or a text. So if the screen does go black, please hang in there. I'm coming right back. The stream has not ended. It will resume. It is just briefly paused without notice. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yes. Ahmed says possible recluse. Possible. We're going to see that. But this person's not really afraid. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be a touch of possible. Ahmed Robert says no volume, brother. Sorry about that, Rayman. I don't know if you guys can. I think I'm good to go. I'm not sure. I come back, guys. Like I said, it'll go black screen. Hang with me. I'm coming back. Austin Elder said hi. Hey, Austin. Austin Elder. How are you today? We're talking to the Axeman in New Orleans. We're trying to get a profile on this guy, on this killer, this serial killer. How you doing, Austin? Thanks for stopping in, especially Rayman and Ahmed. You guys have been awesome. Really awesome. Ahmed and Rayman, thank you guys. You're really cool. Yeah, and you're very knowledgeable, guys. You're really knowledgeable. Thank you, Ahmed. Yes, Ahmed, like I said, Rayman, Ahmed, if I go black screen, I'm coming back, brothers. I'm coming back, okay? I got some things to do. So right now, I might go black screen again, but I want you to hang in there. Stay with me, okay? I'm coming right back. I'm YouTubing and vlogging live all throughout here these months. So you're living with me. And living my life. If something happens to me, you'll be here to see it and record it. So yeah, 24/7 I'm streaming pretty much as I can. Thank you guys really for joining me for this. So we do have a couple of good things, all right? We sure do. Give me one moment. Okay, so see guys, I had to check a message there. So like I said, if it does go black, hang with me guys. I'm still here. 6 likes. We're moving in the right direction, up and up and up. The only direction that is to go for the reviewer and his audience and us, the true crime community, the best community on YouTube, is here at this channel with us, 8:50 a.m. and we are moving forward. 6 likes. Hello, we're chilling with Ahmed, Rain Man, Austin Elders in here, OPP Media. OPP, what's up, brother? Thanks for the love. There you go. OPP, this is I grew up outside in New Orleans. Really, OPP? You're going to bring a lot of heat to this. OPP, wow. Please, thanks for the love reaction, too, and the 6 likes, guys. We're firing off all cylinders here tonight, tonight. Yeah, I'm back, right? Doing it so much. OPP, please share with us. Have you heard? This is the first time, everyone, I've heard of the Axeman in New Orleans. Would you believe that? The real reviewers way behind in the serial killers, huh? Yeah, I got to brush up, guys. The Axeman in New Orleans, unidentified to this day. So what do you think, OPP? Have you heard the legend or story of the Axeman of New Orleans out there? OPP Media says, I've never heard of this guy. Neither have I. And you, right, you grew up outside. And I have never heard of this person. How come we haven't heard of the Axeman in New Orleans? We heard about Jack the Ripper around the same time frame. You know? Jack's going to be before this guy, guys. Jack the Ripper is going to set everything off. Jack the Ripper is your Hannibal Lecter. Jack the Ripper is your original Beatles for serial killers. Jack the Ripper is the start of it all, the end of it all. He's never been caught. He is the pinnacle of serial killing, would be Jack the Ripper. Every serial killer tries to mimic Yeah, mimic. Jack. And you say, how do they? No, 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 you're not right on that. No, I meant by not getting caught. And nobody can do it like Jack. You know, they try, everyone. But Jack the Ripper has never been. It was Zodiac. Zodiac's another one. Zodiac's another one. He's a fucking legend. He's a ghost. But wow, isn't that crazy, OPP? So this person's going around with an axe, and I hear he's killing people, specific people with an axe, and he's leaving. This is what he's leaving. They say, just by illustration, because apparently there's you know, you can't have photography. This is the kind of mess he's leaving behind. But what kind of scene is this? I want it described in words so I can picture it with my mind. But what is the purpose of all this? Is it money? I mean, back then, look at all these murders happening, supposedly, right, throughout the city of New Orleans. And we're there on Google Earth. It stands today. One of these murders takes place like around this area here. So it's kind of like on a street or near the river, Mississippi River. There's no attempt I see to throw these bodies in the water. I don't know. We're gonna read. There's no reason to destroy evidence. It's gonna be very difficult. He knows that these killers back then are so shitting on these stupid ass cops, motherfuckers. They are punk ass. These killers are on it. Yo, serial killer back. Yeah, guys, look at that, how they exploded and just exploited the justice system all over. Fuckers in hats with whistles. Whistles. Whistling on the street when they hear emergency. Oh, there goes the whistle again. Fuck. Nothing's getting done. You have the whistly ass whistle. Whistling on the street. What the fuck is this? Guys, that's corny as shit, bro. I hate these fuckers. I hate the cops, man. Back then, they're just so lazy and they just don't care. And they just don't care. Some people don't care about their jobs, guys. This man, the Axeman, he really cared about his job, which is murder. OPP Media said, I'm sorry, it says he said that Jack the Ripper was Jordan. What does it say? Yeah, basically, yeah, man. He's the Jordan. He is the GOAT of serial killers. Yes, everybody tries to mimic Mr. Jack the Ripper. Yeah, he is the GOAT. He's up on their fucking wall, really. He's on their legend with every wall. OPP Media says, when I was younger, there were 2 serial killers in my hometown, Baton Rouge, at the same time. You can watch documents online about it. Yeah, OPP Media, I think you're kind of putting me there, right? Back to when that was. Look up Sean Gillis and Derek Todd Lee. Okay, OPP Media, not the Sean Gillis. I'm thinking of Shane Gillis, the comedian, but I will look that up. This tag team duo, these fucking tag team duos like Henry Lee Lucas and all these punk ass bitches, you know? Need 2 motherfuckers. Man, I can't wait till they run into somebody with a fucking piece or an axe, you know? Hand to hand. But anyways, yeah, I'll look them up. Derek Todd Lee and Sean Gillis. Yeah, they sound like they don't even deserve my fucking time, you know? People like that, I don't think they deserve our fucking time, guys. Fucking dirtbags. Hey, like, at least this motherfucking Axeman got some kind of fucking bravado, you know? Some fucking pizzazz. These motherfuckers got no bravado, no pizzazz. They got no charisma. Fuck all that. Rot them, throw them in the ground, and leave them in the ground for all eternity. Thank you, OPP Media, for sharing that true crime. I'll check it out, brother. You know I'm looking for that true crime. A River Raider says, tell you need one. What's that mean? No, thank you, River Reed. I'm definitely taking applications. But thank you, River Reed, for coming in and just showing love, man. I appreciate you spreading the love. Right, River Reed? Like a River Raider? You're river raiding and spreading love like a love raider. Through the rivers of love. Thank you, River. OPP, we're on it, though. Ahmed says, Axeman seems like the Jason voice top for Reed. Yeah, guys. Very good point there. He's going lumber, Ahmed. Right? It's New Orleans. It's swampy. He's going, I'm going to put down lumber. This guy hates. This guy might be big. Right. Big, right? Is he big? I believe Jack the Ripper was not big. This guy's big. You said, right, good. Ahmed has got a good profile. Hack and slash, right? Jason Voorhees, brute, possible lumber, possible brute force being like that is a mess. It's going to take brute force to do this with an axe. No matter how sharp the axe is, it's no fucking Shindu blade. You know, it's no damn samurai sword like we learned in these other profiles. The Senegaya family, right? We're going through that, right? It's an axe. It's meant for brute force. And he's angry, right? It's angry. Good, Ahmed. Yes, Ahmed. I'm with that. Hate, anger. Let's put down anger. Guys, we got the trusted piece of paper here. We're putting it all together. The profile will come together, and we'll get this son of a gun. Like, you know, get it narrowed down where the fuck to look. So great, Ahmed. Yep, hack and slash. But it's more like a beat, right? So hack and slash is kind of with the knife. I'm sure there's plenty of knives around, but this person wants the axe. He's comfortable with his axe, right? I think he's very comfortable swinging the axe, like you're saying. So it has to do something possibly with a profession. He is so, and he's not noticed, right? I mean, shit, with the axe. 8 likes, 8 likes. You like me, you really like, no, 8 people, thank you. Whoever loves to see the evidence that you really do like them. Yes, that you like the content. Thank you so much for enjoying it. I enjoy you guys. Ahmed says, yes, and jokes. And Ahmed says, definitely a bigger guy overpowering. Let's take a look. You're right. Let's see who his targets are. Are they literal weaker beings? Well, not beings, but yes, they are weaker, I believe. So that's always a serial killer's, they say MO, right? But yeah, I like that. It is. Weaker beings, small, you know, they are predators of opportunity, right? And they will take, let's see how opportunistic this person is. How fucking ballsy. They gotta be ballsy. So guys, the Axeman New Orleans was an unidentified American serial killer, was active in and around New Orleans, Louisiana between May of 1918 and October 1919. So it's gonna be a short, condensed period of time. Either this person died shortly thereafter or just completely stopped. Serial killers have known to completely stop for maybe something happens in their life and then they continue. But possible here, this is very, wow, it's a short time. He's got a lot to do in a short period of time, just like the rear-end reviewer. We have a lot to do in such a short period of time. I wish there was more time. Ahmed says, yeah, that's right. You're on it. Overpower. We got the good profile, guys. So far, we got good words. Let's put the big picture together. Let's paint it with the brush. We're painting with the brush, and it's going to come together. Yes, like Norman Mailer. Is that actually a painter? Or is that other guy, Bob Ross? Big Fro, background. So, the press reports during the height of the public panic over the killings mentioned similar crimes as early as 1911. So they're saying this possibly resembles murders or bodies left around the city around 1911, but they can't connect for sure because they don't have, they don't have their minds. They don't have the mind hunters mentality. Fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't understand like why these medieval times back then, they're so fucking primitive. Like they're acting like they can't even wipe their own ass, you know, like they can't read words, like they're writing words on hieroglyphics back then still in 1918, 1919, right? Like what are they, so fucking ghastly? I don't like those times. I don't know what it is about those times, guys, but they seem so fucking medieval and they act like they're so modern. These motherfuckers are dying in the street with axes, all living in the street, can't eat food, rats everywhere, all this shit, plague. Fuck off. You know, clean this shit up. I'm gonna fucking boot you. Bam! Out the city, motherfucker. Axeman cleaning up the city. It sounds like he's cleaning up this city, y'all. Really, the Axeman of New Orleans seems like he's just really just doing his thing here, getting the rats off the street. Well, we're going to see. Apparently, that's what he thinks he's doing. So we have to have the mentality of this man, right? We have to think like the Axeman. And it's not normal. So, enjoy. So but recent researchers, so anyways, the killer's been comes early, but recent researchers have called these reports into question. They're not really buying the connection of earlier murders. The attacker was never identified, and the murders remain unsolved. The background here, as the killer's epithet implies, that means his name, the Axeman, implies he uses an axe. The victims usually were attacked with an axe, which often belonged to the victims themselves. Stop. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is a different spin on it, guys. Holy shit! This serial killer's getting really serial, isn't he? He's getting really serial killer night now. He's getting improvised. Why is he improvising? What is he doing? Wait a second, he's improvising these. I'm getting weird now. Oh, it was going to get interesting, wasn't it? I thought this was going to be really cut and dry. But not when it comes to a serial killer, apparently. Not when it comes to any cases we do here at the Ruben Review channel. It never works that way. Ahmed says, probably had no wife or family. He for sure was coming home with blood. Right, it's got to be a fucking mess. Look at that room. Right, you're right. He doesn't have a hazmat suit. You're right, Ahmed. He doesn't have a hazmat suit. But maybe he has, like, you said, his work outfit or something. Maybe he's a butcher, you know? That he could have. What's a profession where you could possibly be soaked in blood and still be okay? A meat guy, right? a fucking meat guy, a deli dude. Is there meat people here? Highly probably likely. Fuck the tree shit. It's gotta be a fucking meat dude. Who is doing? I want to know more. Meat. I'm just gonna say meat, y'all. We do have the lumber there, okay? Ahmed, we're gonna leave the lumber. I do have lumber, but meat is more like it for now. Kind of makes a little more for me. Ahmed says, "Wow, we used that victim's axe." Yeah, that's a little different too. Guys, very unique take on this person here. They're gonna walk into your house and use the axe to kill you. Your own axe. Very cool. Not cool, but very fucking interesting. I have to admit. Ahmed says, so that confirms he was more powerful than his victims. Maybe he enjoyed the fight. Yeah, maybe he won. Right, good, Ahmed. He likes the thrill of the hunt. He likes the challenge. He likes the brutality. He likes to get his hands dirty. He doesn't mind getting covered in blood and getting his hands dirty. These people are just pieces of meat to him, right? They are just meat to be slaughtered or wood to be chopped. Either one, yeah? Possibly there. You're on it, Ahmed. I love it. Possible slaughterhouse or on a farm. Yes, Ahmed. I'm still with you on the lumber, possibly, Ahmed. I like the lumber and the meat, you know? I like those two choices, Ahmed. Out of everything we have in 1918, 1919, as far as profession goes, or what you're going to be doing out there, in New Orleans, I do like the lumber and meat. Very good fishing business, possible. I don't know how hot it is out there with the fishing business in 1918, 1919, how much boats are doing. Possibly boats, probably fishing, but no, it doesn't seem like a fisherman, does it? Gary Warren, hey Gary, they'll have a job getting in my house. Wow, great to hear that. Gary Warren ain't playing. Just do a, yeah, right? Attempt to go into fucking Gary's house and use his own damn axe to chop off his fucking body parts. He will have a big surprise for you. And it's 16's friends of his, and they run faster than you. Right, Gary? Thanks, Gary, for letting us know. Never to come into Gary Warren's house. You've been warned. OPB Media says, looks like he was active mostly in the summer. Makes sense. No air conditioning back then. People are tired and sloppy and usually drunk. Easier to get away with crime. So good point, OPB Media. You're putting yourself there in New Orleans, huh? In 1980, right? The heat, the smog, the fog, the fucking swamp, the smell, right? The street. You're doing it, bro. Very well put, guys. OPB Media is a veteran of this channel, of the Real Review channel. He is really bringing the fucking insight. Damn, OPP. Good point. Fucking summer. I didn't get that far to see, right? We're going to get, but you're on it. You're more than likely on it. Ahmed says, good point, OPP Media. OPP, yes, especially after a long day's work, he called people slipping. Yeah. Ahmed says, you're buffering. Sorry, guys. Like I said, if it goes black or whatever, hang with me. I'm trying my best here. I'm on a mobile, and I got a 75% charge. I go until the phone dies until we're satisfied. And we got plenty of more live stream, plenty of cases to do today, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Thank you, Ahmed. You're good. Yes, thanks for letting me know, guys, if there's any problems with the stream. But I'll keep rolling it on. Like I said, black stream, hang with me. So let's continue. So he's going to attack him with the axe, which also belongs to the victim himself. That is very surprising. You know, the innovation here, right? What do they call that? The improvisation here of him is a really ballsy move. He's not. Wow, that's interesting. I'm sorry, I put the phone down. That's guys. It's very interesting, that part. I find that actually flattering. I really do. I find that so intriguing. Because what if they don't have the axe? Then what do? Bring your own? But everybody has one, huh? We're gonna find out. That's strange. This person knows a lot. Guys, to be a serial killer in this time and to walk around like with neighbors like every day, it's very intriguing. It's very scary indeed. But it's really unbelievable, isn't it? Like in a way, you're like, this can't be real. This shit is. No, it's fucking real. There's a fucker doing this, and he's walking around fucking thinking about them tonight, how he's gonna do it again. And you're talking to him. You're talking to the Axeman in New Orleans like a normal person. He is a normal looking person. He's speaking normal. He might even be trusted in the community of this community. He might be nice and give away one or two things possibly, like food, like whatever. I don't know what's happening here in the streets, but there's murder in the streets. That's all there is. It's fucking anarchy. So in most cases, a panel on the back door of a home was removed by a chisel. Really? A chisel. What is all of this? Why is this needed? A panel on the back door of a home was removed by a chisel, which along with the panel was left on the floor near the door. Okay. All right, guys. Everything this fucker does has got to be scrutinized. It's got to hold, right? What is he doing? All right. He's got an MO. He's got an MO. It's the axe. It's the way he breaks in. What is this, though? They have... Why is all this needed, guys, to break into these old... You know what I mean? They can't be that secure. And he's going to be loud, y'all. There's no reason to be quiet. There's no reason to sneak in like this. What the fuck is he doing? Why all this extra shit? Rock James. Hey, Rock. Ahmed says he's carrying tools. Right. Good point, Ahmed. Hold on, but not the axe. Hold on. Ahmed's going places I want to go. Right. Ahmed. Right. Hold on. Ahmed says he's carrying tools. Right, hold on. He's carrying tools, right? So he's carrying shit with him, but he's not taking the murder weapon with him. Like, he's not right. Ahmed, I'm gonna note that, but I don't want to get too off on it, because that's good. That's good, but I want to keep on Occam's, you know? But you're on it, dude. The more information, anything we can get about this profile, Ahmed is wonderful. He's carrying tools, right, but not the axe. He's banking the axe is there. He knows the axe is there. Does he know the axe is there, Ahmed? You know? Does he know this house has that axe, so he's good to go? Hence why he doesn't bring one. Great point, Ahmed. He's carrying tools. Rock James says the timeline specifies before World War I. This also shows he broken into grocery stores. He razor cut his... Really? Females? Wow. Is this going to be one of those suckers? It's one of those Jack the Ripper stuff, huh? Wow, Rock. Ahmed says dude was a brute. Yeah, dude was a brute. This guy's gotta be able to be spotted. Like, guys, I want to know more. So, you guys are awesome today with this Axeman, dude. I didn't think that you guys were gonna, you know what I mean? I really did it. You guys are very, all the time you surprise the reviewer every single stream. Excuse me, sorry, guys. Oof. It gets cold, it gets hot. So yes. The intruder, so like Ahmed said, he's using tools. He's not bringing the murder weapon. He's banking it's there, but he's not. It's heavy. He doesn't want to come. Wow, the fuck? I still can't grasp it. Ahmed says a handyman, possibly. We really got to limit ourselves back then, though, even further, right? I mean, you're really struggling just to get a piece of bread on the table, I'm sure. It says, could it be a lumberer town back then, maybe? I want to ask OPP Media that, Ahmed. It's a great question. OPP Media, is New Orleans back then known for swamp and clearing swamps? Why would this axe be used? For what kind of profession? Besides, let's say butcher. We got meat down, but, you know, Ahmed has a great point about this axe and this brute force and this maybe possible lumber, probably clearing of swamp or something. What is going on out there in OPP that you heard of, you know, in New Orleans around that time? Ahmed says, yeah, Ahmed says every home might have had an axe there. Correct, dude, for firewood, right? What time is around this? From May to October. So really not around and even if it is around the winter time, New Orleans is not getting like that, right? So, holy shit. Who is this person? Like, I think we're going to find something more, guys. This person isn't really too hard to find, is he? Let's see. But you guys are great. Remember your orders is great. Yes, I'm happy to do this one because I knew you guys were going to come up with some stuff. Huh? You surprise me every single time. It is so good, so pleasant. The intruder then attacked one or more of the inhabitants with either an axe or a straight razor. Okay, so Rock James on the razor. We're going to include a straight razor in here, which is a blade that can fold into a handle. So you're taking the razor like you're shaving, like old school guys. You know, you flip out that fucking razor, kind of like Godfather style. You're shaving, you know, and coup de grace. You know, like, yeah, he's trying to get at that neck, you know, no doubt about it with that straight razor. You're trying to, and either with an axe. So, okay, Ahmed, that's the answer to the question. Sometimes the axe is going to be there, sometimes it's not. His first, I guess, recommendation or preference is the axe. If it's not, and he can't finish it with the axe, or there's no axe, he's pulling out that straight razor, huh, Rock? And he's going to town with it. Oh, wow. Slice, slice, slice. Imagine that getting chased around your house, like, like somebody doing that. And you're trying to, like, sway, like, Guys, imagine you try to shoo them off, but they're cutting you with a knife, so you're trying to, like, really, how do you do that? How do you combat that? I don't know. And let's see what's these people are just caught off guard. Don't know why they would be after the first or second murder. Fuck that. I'll be sitting at my front door, guys. Yeah, I'll be sitting at my front door waiting for this fucker. Oh my God, I'll be waiting for him. Ahmed says hack and slash. Right, hack and slash, guys. He likes that, right, Ahmed? He likes the wielding. He likes the fun. He likes the hacking and slashing. Like Jason or Myers, right? He's not your Ripper. He's not your smooth operator, is he? No, he's not. He's not a smooth operator. Correct. He just chooses you, and that's you, and you're done. So the crimes were not motivated by robbery. We know what they're motivated by. Straight murder. And the perpetrator never moved items from his victim's homes. So it's okay. He's not interested in that. Of course, the murder is his spark. He didn't need all that. It makes you think about Jack the Ripper kind of being rich, as they might say, being rich or well off. Was this person? Is that why he didn't take anything back in life? Some dirty ass living, probably, right? Some grungy fucking way to survive. That's a damn easy. How is he making his money? Well, he must be making his money from his profession pretty well, using the axe and, right, being a brute, like Ahmed said. So he doesn't worry about money. Whatever he's doing in that time is something so good that it's making good money that he's not worried about it. What could you be doing as a profession in that time around New Orleans to be making pretty good money? And it be a physical job. It has to be physical. Rock James says razor, believe, was more personal, especially the female. Okay, Rock, we're getting there, right? Yeah, the straight razor is like a fun deal, though, right? Like a morbid too, right? Like you sit there and just cut and be like, ugh, like, right? It's kind of, but the axe is different than the straight razor. They're two different weapons, right? Like you said, one's very personal, one's not, right? Like Ahmed mentioned that about the axe, right? It's very brute. He's saying that, and you're right. You're mentioning about the straight razor. They're two different weapons, very two different. You would obviously, guys, I would honestly say possibly it sounds like two different killers, with two different weapons, doesn't it? Because you got one with an axe and one with a straight razor. You got possibly one or more person in the house. The intruder then attacked one or more. So I don't get that. Like it's a little weird, confusing movements here. Like or all right, that's very two different weapons. This person's he's not bringing the axe. I'm sorry, he's not bringing it. All right, good. So he always brings the straight razor, right, guys? He's always bringing that straight razor, yes? He's got his own straight razor? He likes his straight razor. Is it nice? What kind of straight razor is it? He's nice with it. He likes that straight razor. Is it special to him? Does he even shave with it? Guys, can you imagine shaving with this razor after doing these killings? Taking off the blade and actually using the straight razor. Yeah. So he really likes that straight razor, huh? Yeah, he really likes it. All right, he's not taking anything. Guys, not true. He's taking the straight razor. So the straight razor is the weapon of choice in all actuality, in all reality. It's the straight razor, and he takes it and he leaves with it. It's the only fucking thing he's gonna take and leave with. And right, straight razor. It's special to him. He likes it. It's his MO, really. It's his right. The axe is his MO. You would think, but he's only using that. His MO is the straight razor because he's bringing it. He wants to use that. He will use it too. What is the straight razor? Who uses a straight razor back then? Who really likes the straight razor? Is it barber, right? The majority, let's read on. The majority of the Axeman's victims were Italian immigrants or Italian Americans. Okay? I don't mind that because the reason being, okay, two reasons for that. This is going to be key to this profile. Ahmed says, I was about to say two-man crew, right? Possibly two-man crew, two different weapons here, But not really because they're not bringing the axe. So like, okay, if the axe is there, they'll use it, and the straight razor. They like to use both, but they don't bring both. Always the straight razor. This person loves the straight razor. They're bringing it to and from. It's the only thing. But you would say the Axeman, right? So you're thinking axe all day. Who uses a straight razor? Jack the Ripper? Who's a knife? Who's ripping with? Hold on, everyone. I'm Jack the Ripper, wiki. I just want to see the possible murder weapon for Jack. Does anybody know the murder weapon for Jack the Ripper? I'm kind of searching through the wiki. I know it had to be a sharp instrument, right? But I'm not sure what. It's a straight razor. Was it kind of like a straight razor, like this fucker? Because he's going to be copying Ripper, if anything. He's going to be doing this of his own originality. Ahmed says, remember, no forensics, and he did say he was able to take down everyone in the house. Could have been more than one guy, right? No forensics. He's right. The only thing to tell us the two different kills would be the two different weapons being used at the scene. Yeah, possibly. Yes, Ahmed. Maybe the razor was the kill and axe came after. Right, Ahmed. You're right. You are so right. A lot more than one person in the house. You would have, maybe there's more than one killer. I don't know. That's a good point. Either he's one man and strong, or he's two people and equals one man. Good point, Ahmed. But very good. Very good. I love it all. So, the majority of the Axeman's victims were Italian immigrants or Italian Americans, leading many to believe that the crimes were ethnically motivated. Many media outlets sensationalized this aspect of the crime, even suggesting mafia involvement despite the lack of evidence. Some crime analysis have suggested that the killings were, sexually motivated, and that the murder was perhaps a sadist, and a sadist specifically seeking. I don't know if I could even say that word on YouTube, right? I don't know. I can say anything I want. It's my channel. Specifically seeking female victims. Okay, perhaps, not definite, but perhaps. Jack the Ripper used a 6 to 8 inch blade. They said, yeah. Still a blade, right? Still a blade, still a razor, it's a blade. And the Axeman is going to be bringing this with him to and fro. Criminologist Colin and Damien Wilson hypothesized that the Axeman killed male victims only when they obstructed his attempts to murder women, supported by cases in which the women of the household was murdered, but not the man. A less plausible theory is that the Axeman committed the murders in an attempt to promote jazz music, suggested by written correspondence attributed to the killer in which he stated that he would spare the lives of those who played jazz in their homes. On March 13th of 1919, a letter purporting to be from the Axeman was published in newspapers saying that he would kill again at 15 minutes past midnight on the night of March 19th, but would spare the occupants of any place where a jazz band was playing. That night, all of the city's dance halls were filled to capacity, and professional and amateur bands played jazz at parties at hundreds of houses around town. There were no murders that night. Is that fucking what? What is that all about? Rock James says that was to the authorities, but the axe was the point brutal. The razor blade was pressing the choice. Right, Rock, right? So we're going with, he does a lot of improvising here, it seems like. He's not afraid of that. But it seems like, right, he's not improvising that blade. He's bringing that fucking switchblade or whatever, right? The straight razor. It's a fucking straight razor. Ahmed says maybe the immigrants were just using. Yep, exactly, guys. I'm not gonna put much stock into that either. I think he's down for whatever. He's down for the easy target, right? And nobody gonna give a fuck, just like Ripper, right? Nobody gives a fuck apparently. So yeah, I'm down for that, Ahmed. It really isn't like a pat, I don't think it's, he's motivated to kill you. So if you could piss him off or say something wrong, he'll kill you. You know what I mean? You sell him something, that's the kind of people they are, guys. They're always going to try to look for a reason, a real, but they love to murder. It looks like he's just going to get you. And then, like Ahmed said, easy pickings there. Ahmed says he just sounds like a big, strong guy was able to overpower everyone he encountered. Right. Unless it was two people. But you're right, one person possibly. It sounds more one. But there is two different weapons. The jazz thing is interesting. Yes, guys? Thanks for the 8 likes, you guys. All 8 of you. I love you very much. I do. I know what love is. I'm not a smart man, but I do know what love is. So thank you for loving what I do. Rock James, is that right? He loved jazz and spared their lives. Really? Isn't that fucking wild? So, guys, there is some kind of note here. Oh, my God. We got a fucking creepy note from the Axeman. All right, everyone, stop for a minute because this is going to change the whole profile, really. I mean, not change it, but what the fuck is he doing? Is he really writing a note? Like Ripper? Did Ripper write notes? He did, right, guys? He's the original Zodiac. I'm telling you guys, the Ripper's the whole fucking shebang here. All right? He's going to be key. You guys know Ed Kemper? Ed Kemper was a serial killer. He was caught. And he did give the police a good profile and open up mind. He was very voluntary in his showing them things and telling them things about serial killers. Okay, guys, bear in mind, this is a serial killer. This is not your normal human being. He's very abnormal. He's very above level. He's above sea level. He's gonna drown us. This fucker's writing notes in 1919. All right. Wow, he's really more sophisticated than we think. Guys, he's a serial killer. Ahmed, we gotta step back from a little bit. This person's not who we think he is. There's something else here. This person is very highly confusing. They're confusing me. The weapon use, the power, like you're saying, the strength, and or the cunning here too. And this note. What the fuck is this? This changes the whole like little dynamic of this person. Like now they're writing a note. They can write. It's like, yeah, I didn't expect this person to be able to even write. Okay, he's wielding, right? We're describing him as Jason Voorhees, fucking Michael Myers type shit. Not at all. Not at all. That's why we're here. Holy shit. This person is, guys, there's a note. So this is going to change it all up. Really got to start thinking better, Ahmed, right? We got to give this person more credit, man. You know what we're doing? We're really underestimating them and not giving them credit like the cops. You know? We're not giving this person any kind of fucking credit, dude. And it's pissing me even further here, it looks like. Why aren't we giving this person credit? It's the way he's doing this or something? Who? Guys, we gotta understand this. Ahmed says he's planning and premeditating. Sure is. Sure is. Ahmed says when Jazz was playing, he was busy chilling at the club, got drunk and went to bed. No killing. Possibly, Ahmed. He's got to be at one of these clubs, right? He's got to be at one of these jazz clubs. Imagine that. The control. The control. He gets off. There's something he's getting off of. You know, like Zodiac, like Ripper. They're getting off. He is very complicated. He is a complex person. You know, I don't like him, but I kind of like him. Why do I like this person? I don't know. You know, 9 likes. Thank you. Thank you for the 9 likes. We're profiling the Axeman. Yeah, but that's all we're trying to do here is just profile this killer. Have a point of reference. Trying to get an idea about him. He is something, boy. This person is smarter than we think. And that's usually how it is. Serial killers are very smarter than we think. Rock James says, they said the music claimed the savage beast. Really? Ahmed says, and was smart enough to get away with it. Yeah. Very smart. We think he's brute, you know, the Axeman. It's so, it's ghastly, it's sloppy, it's brute, it's Jason Voorhees. Like, no, it's more like Hannibal fucking Lecter, this person. They're going to start writing notes. We got one note. Wow, it's hell. He starts it with hell, guys. Jack the Ripper style. You know, from hell, 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 hell. Guys, I wonder what the speech is. Holy shit. You know, guys, if you think about Zodiac and the ciphers, right? This person and Jack or whatever, when they write notes to the cops and without ciphering it, without coding it, what does that tell you? You know, what does that tell you about Zodiac hiding his message and his cipher? But then another serial killer actually sending you an actual fucking note with no cipher and just telling you straight up. Like, why the difference? See? You got to ask yourself that, profile-wise, when it comes to Zodiac and these other killers, you know? That's why I'm not doing a Zodiac video right now. I want to get more experience in these other murder cases and these unsolved and attack Zodiac with more, because I feel like I need to know more about these killers and how they think. So guys, there's a letter here. It starts with hell. Yeah, literally the word hell. This motherfucker is in hell. He's a hell on earth. The shit is hell. He's hell. He's the four horsemen. He's the fucking bringer of death. The pale horse. I feel you. He's living in hell. Guys, From Hell was a good movie with Johnny Depp. Files Jack the Ripper. Pretty decent. Gets a little boring, but it's okay. It says maybe used his intelligence to overcome victims ninja style. Kills them with razor and covers it up with an axe. Ahmed, there you go again, possibly, but why the need for all that, right? The forensics, getting caught, all that fuck shit right back then, right? Like you said, no forensics, fuck all that. Trying to throw off the cops. Throw them off enough. This letter will do it, but you're right, Ahmed. That's a possibility to go overthinking. They're going to overthink this. We should when it comes to murder, right? Overthink everything. Esteemed mortal. So guys, hold. Hell, March 13th, 1919. This is as it's dated. Is a March 13th a Friday? Give me a moment, guys. It's March 13th of 1919. I'm going to Google that date, and I want to see what day of the week it is. That's all. I'm just curious, this person. I want to know everything, how they think. So what was the day? All right, this is going to be annoying about that jazz thing, right? This is going to be very important, this note. This is real. I don't know what day it was. It's Thursday. It's a Thursday. I thought it was Friday the 13th. It's Thursday. That wouldn't be Friday the 13th come out for you. I'm just trying to see that. All right, so esteemed mortal. It's Thursday. He leaves the note. Okay, esteemed mortal. Esteemed mortal. This guy is high on shit. He's high demonic. High on hell. High on the four horsemen, right? Like I'm saying, esteemed mortal. This fucker's on a power trip. Good shit, good shit. We got more. All right, come on. He's going to say, they have never caught me, and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible. This is amazing. Even as the ether that surrounds your earth. So he's not from this world, not from this source. He's not from this planet. He's a demonic being. He's a supernatural being. I didn't even read the rest of the note, but I'm trying to decipher it without it going any further. I'm trying to get into his mind without even getting there. Rock James says, lots. Looks like he keeps souvenirs. Was he a trophy killer? We're going to find out, Rock. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. What did I tell you, right? I mean, we stop and we analyze each sentence and we move forward on it. So we're on it, right? He is spiritual, supernatural. Thanks for the 10 likes. Thanks for the 10 likes. Double digits. We got there, double digits. 9:30 a.m. We're starting bright and early. You guys are going to be hyped. Thank you, guys. Rock James, Ahmed especially. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you once again. And to 10 of you are even awesomer. And of course, you know the chat is even greater. But you guys are just the best in the whole fucking world. True crime community. I'm fucking awesome to be a part of it. Thank you guys for accepting me and really seeing the value we bring, right? True streams. We do it all fucking day, and then we do shit to try to find it. Answers. Not just questions, more questions. And we want answers to these questions. Have another question? Find another answer. Or one that is close. Guys. Talk to me, viewer. I'm talking to you. That's what it sounds like. Right? I'm talking to you. That's what he sounds like. He's kind of pissed that they're not fucking talking about him more, getting him more, but he's supernatural. He's a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. Is he? I am what you and your foolish police call the Axeman. Guys, stop. This is amazing. This is literally amazing. We got a lot. All right, so let's really real quick. What stands out is that I am what you Orleans and your foolish police call the Axeman. He hates the Axeman. Didn't we say that? Didn't we say that this person, right? We was backtracked on that brute force, right? And that Jason Voorhees type, right? Didn't we say he's kind of pissed off? Like he's not getting like Jack the Ripper style. Like he's not getting the credit he deserves. See? Like he's being viewed as a brute beast, not like Jack the Ripper. See? So he's pissed off about that. Whatever the papers are putting out, whatever's going around that time about these murders and about the killer itself, he's pissed. So he's got to straighten this shit out. Hence the note. Okay, I am what you New Orleans and your foolish police call. Didn't I call the police for right, guys? Yeah. But you, Orleans, guys, key. He's not from this source. Meaning, he's not from the fucking area. He's killing people that are from another country. They're at it, right? He's Italian immigrants is his MO. So he's not from here either. He's not from here. If anything, he's not from this earth. I get it, guys. He's talking in the spiritual sense. I get it, but it could be more in the physical too. He says, you're foolish, police call the Axeman. So he's like, I'm not from here. You can't catch me because I'm not from here. Not just from this planet, but I'm not even from New Orleans. So you're never going to catch me. They never caught me, and they never will. What does that mean, they never caught me? Does that mean you're done? Like, I don't understand. Like, they're never going to catch me. See? Is a present continuation of his murder. They're never going to catch me and never will. See, they continue to murder. Here he's like, they have never caught me and they never will. That doesn't sound right. I don't know if it's a hoax note. Okay? I'm not saying it is, but this could be, I don't know if it's exactly from the killer. Because that's a little, they have never caught me and they never will. See, it's like you're not speaking of, see, it doesn't sound like the killer, that opening. You know? It doesn't. This doesn't sound like him. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how much further I can use this note. To me, it just doesn't sound, really it doesn't. I mean, I'll try. I'll try to read it, guys, but really this person, it feels like what would that be called back then? A money grab. You know, just a red, this is not, that really bothers me. I don't know who's profiling this. What do they have on this note? Why isn't someone reading this? Why is it the FBI or, this is an American crime, is that not correct? Is this still an open cold case? Is this, just because it happened in medieval times, 1919, doesn't mean, right, that this fucking we treated any less, yeah? But apparently people were treating less back then and we still do, huh? This person had a fucking grudge or what? I do. Why the fuck they don't do this shit? Fucker. They never caught me and they never will. All right, we know that. But he's saying he's gonna stop. Like he's done. You know, they will never catch me and they never will. So he's gonna continue, right? That's so, it's so, this person, you guys know, everything he says we have to fucking dissect. Because he's not gonna say shit and waste his breath. Not serial killer. It says possible death at Rock James. I don't know, right? What do you think, Rock? Rock James says, oh, traveler. Sorry, guys. It says, souvenirs, trophy killer, possible. It says he wants a lot of attention, but he just stops killing out of nowhere. Did he move? Exactly. Traveler. Right. That's what I'm thinking. If this is legit note, then we're going to take a legit. Okay, we're going to take this source legit. They don't know if it's a legit note or not. There's no way to know that. So they're taking it as legit in 1919 all the way till now. But it seems very, guys, you know, my personal, my professional opinion, if I was, you know, I'd say no. But I'm so far no. I would, you know, it's very, you know, I don't think he wrote it yet, but we'll see. There could be more. Taking it for what it's worth. Let's take it that he really wrote it. He's, I am what you New Orleans and your foolish police call the Axeman. He's following the case. He's following the papers. He's angry about this whole situation. It sounds like the per usual that we know now, serial killers, right? But this is in the beginning. So this is going to be your arch nemesis, right? With Ripper. When I see fit, he continues, when I see fit, I shall come and claim other victims. Okay, I'm okay with that when he sees fit. Yeah, sure. What do you mean when I see fit? Like he sees an opportunity? Wow, he's opportunistic. He's a serial killer. He's a fucking sick bastard. Yeah, when I see fit. He sees it, he'll take it. Wow, he'd do anything he wants. Damn, they suck out there in New Orleans, huh? These fucking cops back then with their whistles and not doing shit. I really hate these medieval times. That's what I call them. These fucking medieval street-walking times. Motherfuckers acting like animals. Why are you still acting like an animal? Like, right? Fucking A, man. Wipe your fucking mouth off, right? What is this shit out back then? What are they doing? Ahmed says maybe he didn't stop. Maybe he moved on. Maybe, right? Maybe he moved and did killings elsewhere. We're going to find this out, dude. You know, we can't just, we're doing it, baby. Good, you are awesome, Ahmed and Rock James. You guys are really putting together a great profile. We have so many good words, so many things here to put together. We're gonna do it. We gotta get through this fucking note. And I don't feel like it's authentic. I really don't from the killer itself. But hey, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we're taking it at face value like the cops did. We have nothing else to say it's not. So when I see fit, and we're dying for any kind of evidence, right? We're dying for any kind of communication from this killer. I alone know whom they shall be. Stop. Take the letter for what it's worth. He's alone. Okay, so no second man. No accomplice, because he's saying, I alone. And he's big on shit. So I alone. Sorry, guys, I'm writing down I alone along with all the other words we have. And we will put this together. The profile. I alone. What do you think about that, guys? Can we agree, Ahmed? What do you think, Rock James? Can we agree with I alone know whom they shall be? He is in charge. He knows. He's not sharing that info. He alone is life or death. What do you think? Alone, no accomplice. Two different weapons, then he's him. It's all day on this guy. Yeah? I shall leave no clue except my bloody axe. It's not his bloody axe, though. See, guys, that's why it's not real. The note can't be fucking real. It's a fake. It's somebody that just wrote it because it bothers the shit out of me, guys. And I can't give you clickbait, y'all. Even in 1919, 1918, if I feel like something's not authentic, then I'm going to call it out. It's like I alone, okay, right, but then I shall leave no clue. We know you leave no clues except my bloody axe. It's not his fucking axe. He doesn't bring the axe. It's not his bloody axe. Right, guys? That makes no sense. Rock James says serial killer can't normally stop the urges to kill. Correct. Ahmed says he wants glory. He's not sharing the spotlight. Right, Ahmed. If he's a true serial killer, he's not fucking sharing it. He's working alone 100%. Good point, Ahmed. Good point, Rock James. Right. He can't stop. He's going. Okay, cool. I'm with that. Ahmed says no mention of the razor. Right, we're going to get there. Right. No. What is this shit? Right, no mention of the razor. He's got to know things only the killer would know and speak like the killer, not like somebody that reads the paper that morning. Okay? That's all this person's doing. They're not giving us anything insight to the case. It's just shit they read. I see this on YouTube all the time when people's rehash shit. I'm not fucking dumb. But I mean, we'd be fucking stupid for clickbait, guys, and tell you this is the note from the killer. But no, I don't feel like it's possibly not. And this could throw off everything. It really can. Ahmed says he has a chisel and a razor that we know. Right. Chisel, huh? He chiseled the door. That's a lot of... That's like not getting in by cunning, by going to the front door and saying, that's easier, isn't it? Go to the front door and knock it. Hey, I'm selling whatever, hi, or, like back then. But guys, what is he doing this at night and sneaking in like a cat burglar and all that? It's just really strange. Can he be recognized during the day? Is that what it is? Why he breaks in and sneaks in? But he doesn't care about being quiet. We see that. Very, very weird behavior. But this note bothers me, guys. It bothers me. Not in a disturbing way, but in a fake way. I feel like this is somebody doing this for clout. This is somebody just fucking around. And they send it to the paper. It's really shitty. If it's real, fine, but I want it would be more substantially real. Like Ahmed saying, let's hear about the straight razor. He didn't bring there's so many things here. He didn't bring the axe. So he said, besmeared with blood and brains of he whom I've sent below to keep me company. Ahmed says he's also not busting in like a brute. No, he's not. Right? He's more serial killers, cat burglary. Ahmed says the note is probably BS. Yeah, the note is some bullshit, y'all. This is so fucked up. See, this is what we get, though, in 1918, 1919. For fucking how many? 100 fucking years. 120 years this note's been said to be by the Axeman. God damn it. I really thought we were going to get a real profile, y'all, and get, like, we do have a little profile without this note. This note is hogwash, unfortunately. I'm sorry, y'all. I want it to be real, too. I want to tell you it's real. I want to feel like it's real, even. I don't. He doesn't talk like this. Guys, it's shit. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry. I don't want to read it anymore, and I'm reading it in my head, and he just sucks. He sucks. This is a fake note. Because it's like New Orleans, like, person's trying to, like, disassociate. It's just so shit. Guys, it's crap. He had the whole place going playing jazz, right? This fake note had the whole place going jazzy. This person's laughing. Like you said, that's Ahmed or Roxanne. They're sitting in the fucking pub, right? In the bar laughing their ass off. Drinking free, fucking partying all night. They're like, this fucking note worked, you idiots. Hey, fucking killer. The real killer might have been pissed. You know? Have you guys seen Red Dragon? They do something like that to piss off the killer. They release a fake note, and the killer kidnaps the person that did the fake note and kills them. And he's pissed for taking credit. He wants the credit. So maybe it'll be real, but I just can't use it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Ahmed and Rock. I can't use it. I can't. I don't feel comfortable referencing the note or using it to identify or, you know, profile this person. I think I'd be doing a big disservice. I don't feel right about it. That's all. If I felt right, we use it. If not, we just do what we have. Fuck this note. It says he's still using the victim's axe, though, to hack them. Now it's the hacking post-mortem. Good fucking question, Ahmed. Ahmed, you have great questions. I don't have an autopsy, but they didn't doing that shit back then, you know? Great question, Ahmed. Ahmed, yes. I don't know. Maybe for fun, right? Is he using the knife afterwards, the straight razor after he kills him with the axe, right? Or vice versa? I don't know, Ahmed. Great question. Great question. I just don't have the answer. Rock James says, we know he loves jazz. Let's not deter from that. Rock James says that's why he stayed in New Orleans. Because you know what, Rock? I want to use the jazz, you know? I want to use it too, you know? I want to use it too because it would give us more, you know, like more simplification, right? Yeah, this guy is complicated as fuck. I agree, Ahmed. I agree. He's fucking annoying, right? He's so complicated. He's making us on a seesaw here, really. Like, we think we got him, but we don't. We think we got it, but we don't. And it feels like maybe Sherlock Holmes and Watson over there back in the day, too, for the police, right? But Rock, yeah, I do want to use that jazz, man. Like, I do. I really do, Rock. And I'm not forgetting, man. I'm not. I think it has a part to play, right, in this person's profile. Yes, Rock, I do. You're right. It's New Orleans. It's birth of the jazz. There's some jazz, right? He's very... Yeah, Ahmed says he's he's bipolar sounding. Yes. I would know a thing about being bipolar. The real reviewer know a thing about not knowing a thing or two, like not wanting to make a decision or two, right? Sometimes I'm very so picky with eating. I don't even know if I want to eat. I don't end up eating. I'm like, yeah, I want that. No, I don't, and I don't eat. I just drink. Just like this guy, right? Possibly. Yeah, Ahmed, there's definitely some mental illness going on for sure. 100%, guys. If you don't think a serial killer is mentally ill, we're fucking in trouble. But yes, definitely bipolar. So this note, Rock and Ahmed, I do want to read through it a little more, okay? Because I do want to go. I don't want to prejudge. I only did 2 paragraphs. I need to. I think I need to. And I want it to be real. Can't you see that? Right? You guys see that? I want it to be real, so we have more to go on. So I give you. But if I feel like it's shit, crap, I'm not gonna peddle it to you guys. But let's try to read it a little more. See if we can see if it's real, right? Maybe there's something there. But thank you guys for the 10 likes, 50% charge. We're going until it dies, and we have more streams coming today. It's only 9:45 a.m. Where's the time where you guys are? How you feeling, Rock and Ahmed? You guys good to go, right? We're feeling strong today. Fuck it, every day we feel strong. Even if we're weak, we're strong, right? We don't have to be. I'm here to help. Fuck that, I'll carry you. You guys are carrying me through the stream. Thank you, Ahmed and Rock James. Made this so much more interesting, guys. Didn't think you were gonna scare the shit out of me with these thoughts. You guys are really making it so much better. And it's daytime. And I'm fucking worried about the Axeman of New Orleans. So, if you wish, and we continue the note, if you wish, you may tell the police to be careful not to rile me. Okay. I like that. Okay, guys, I kind of like it. He's back on track. Of course, I am a reasonable spirit. I take no offense at the way they have conducted their investigations in the past. In fact, they have been so utterly stupid as to not only amuse me, but His Satanic Majesty, Francis Joseph, etc. Francis Joseph. Is he the Emperor of Hungary, of Austria? Hold on, everyone. I get it. All right, hold on. Hold on, y'all. This sounds like some political shit, y'all. Wait. Today, guys, with the political shit, they do manifesto shit. You see what happens, right? You see what happened. Even in World War One, it started World War One. You know what it is. Political fucking assassination, right? What is this shit? But a serial killer being political for political reasons, possibly. There is a lot of political shit here with this person, right? Italian immigrants. I'm not New Orleans. I'm not from here. I'm from another planet, another interdimension. Wow, what is this person? Rock James, he spared them. Not a strong notion. He spared them. I don't know, my guy. Right? Fuck. This person's fucking up my brain, guys. I need to take another aspirin. 6:48. I'm really we're 3 hours behind, right, Rock? I'm 3 hours in front. I'm future time traveling for you. Let me know. I'll let you know the 9:45 hour, 9:48 hour is not too shabby, dude. It's pretty good. So it's coming for you soon, and it's gonna treat you well. Ahmed says he might have been an immigrant himself. Yeah. What do you think? Right, to have the hate, right, for this monarch. Yeah, Satanic Majesty. He's calling them satanic, but he's supposed to be satanic. See, that's why this is it's not really weighing out, But all right. All of us, he's satanic, but there's more satanic. That's the Francis Joseph, Her Majesty here. Come on, well. Continuing the note, but tell them to beware. Let them not try to discover what I am. Well, I mean, they're not even doing a good job. What do you care about? Here's what he said. He's saying they fucking suck. I guess he's trying to help them, because he He said, let them try not to discover what I am for... Well, why you're being amused, though, here. Earlier he says he's amused by their stupidity. So this is amusing him. But now he's like, don't let them discover what I am. Oh, this fucking idiot. This guy sounds like a real puss, though, really. Sounds like a little bitch now, Is he a little punked bitch? Sounds like it. I don't think he does. What a fucker. Let them try not to discover what I am, for it were better that they were never born than to incur the wrath of the Axeman. So he likes it. Now he likes the Axeman reference. See? Now he's embracing it here. The wrath of the Axeman. But right in the beginning of the note, he says, "You're foolish police called the Axeman." So it's really, guys, it's really like either he's, like you're saying, Ahmed, really bipolar or schizo, but it makes no sense here. This person is not keeping a consistent theme. They're really losing sight of being a serial killer. You know? It's like they're doing good at the beginning and they just fuck up all the time, like giving themselves away. Ahmed says, this guy thinks highly of himself like a perfectionist, all ego, he's on some catcher in the rye type shit. Yeah, man, you are right. Right? Okay, if we take it legit, yeah, for sure. So, let's understand who I am for the better than current, okay? I don't think there is any need of such a warning, for I feel sure the police will always dodge me as they have in the past. Wow, that's telling. It's very telling. It's telling because we know cases where they've had a Son of Sam is one of them, guys, literally inches and moments away, or actually speaking to the killer or something like that, right under their fucking nose, and they don't take him out, right? This probably happened here many times with the Axeman. That's what I'm thinking, guys. That references to. What do you think, Rock? What do you think, Ahmed? That sounds kind of like a reference to that. Maybe he had a run-in with the law. Maybe he's been questioned before, right? And they still can't get. That's a possibility here, and he rebels in that. That's why he's calling them foolish. But I don't think there's any need of such a warning. I feel sure the police will always dodge me, purposely dodging him as they have in the past. Wow, that's a very bold statement. It's a big statement because you see that he has gotten into with the police in the past. Yeah, they are wise and know how to keep away from all harm. What the fuck? Very telling if it's real. This part needs to be going. We need to go on that. Undoubtedly, we're continuing the note. Undoubtedly, you Orleanians, he's not from here. He's speaking either, like you said, guys, right? Actually not from the state of New Orleans. He could be an immigrant himself, but he's saying he's not from the planet. But we got to take it as right. He's not from New Orleans, or he's not even from the national culture, right? The blood, the ethnicity here. He's an outside. He's somebody. He thinks he's greater. Undoubtedly. So is he white? He's got to be white. He's white. Undoubtedly, you Orleans think of me as a most horrible murderer, which I am. Obviously, he's white. He's a serial killer. But I could be much more. Well, actually, all serial killers aren't white. But I could be much worse if I wanted to. How much worse can that be? I don't get what this person is. All right. Oh fuck. Alright, cool. If I wished, I could pay a visit to your city every night. Wow. So what is he coming from the outside in? What's around? Let me go to the map, guys. New Orleans. Let's go to the kill map. Take a look at it. There is a kill map here. Basically, the locations of the bodies. So we're gonna. Let's say we gotta take this. Yeah, lives outside the city, Ahmed. Right. We'll take it that this extraterrestrial talk, this outer space talk, outer world. We're gonna take it that he's not even. He doesn't want to touch this fuck. He want to live in it. He want to be called dead in this fucking city, literally. That's what I feel like. He would not be called dead in the city of New Orleans. And if you are going to end up dead. So he's not from the source. He's not going to live in the plague, in the shithole. So where's the last murder? Where's he starting? Inside. 2, 3. Where's 4? 4. Okay, so he's all around, all over the city, right? Fuck you, city, all over. I want the last kill. 16. Okay. Ahmed says he's judging what he deems as dead. Yeah, I see. He doesn't want to be living in the city. He's going to be caught dead there. That is what I feel like he wants to say. I would not be caught dead in the city of New Orleans. So, is this where New Orleans ends? Like where is considered where he's out of New Orleans? Like he could, what is he, cross the river and then that's New Orleans? And if he crosses back over, is this not New Orleans? The last body I think was around this area, so he's not part of New Orleans, right? Or is it? I'm not sure. I don't know New Orleans. I don't. Nope, it's part of New Orleans. New Orleans station. Station. What is that for travel? Out in and out of New Orleans? Where does that go? I don't know, but he is. He's outside the city, but close because it's 1919. He's got to be able to access it quickly, but still, be hiding in plain sight. But yeah, out of the city. I agree, Ahmed. Out of the city, close range, but by the last murder, possibly. I think that last murder, if that's the last one, he's going to be close to home with that last one. All these other words inside of it, except for the 15 and the 16, they're really close towards this river, the Mississippi River. And one of them is right over the other side of the river. What is that last kill? Very, very close. Like real close to that. Good shit, Ahmed and Rock. Yeah, very good. Ahmed said, wait. Yep, he is. Rock James said, the thought that came in my interaction with the authorities always a hype booster. Yeah, hype booster, right. Get that scared factor, right, hype booster. Get that word. They want that fucking praise, right? It was the cops weren't getting nothing done, so they want to write the letter, right, to get more praise, get things moving. It says, is there any information about any sources that were cleared? Let's take a look. I think so. There's victims here too, guys. This is just getting. I'm on 45% charge. Damn, I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover the whole fucking case. I thought I was gonna, guys. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm gonna plug my phone in and try to keep going. I need to get new equipment. I'm working on it. Hopefully one day. We'll have it all. We'll have all. I feel like the cops back then in 1913 and 1919 with the technology here. But thank you guys. Keep me coming. Mark James says, but he admired musician past. Thinking that, Rock. Was thinking that. We're gonna keep it in mind. All right, if I wished, I could pay a visit to your city every night. At will, I could slay thousands of your best citizens, for I am close in relationship with the angel of death, your best citizens. That's a strange statement. Ahmed says, were any suspects Austrian or similar? Right, because of the Austrian thing, right? The joke. We're going to take a look real quick. Let me fly through this note. And we're going to get to the list of, there's a lot, damn, guys, there's fucking victims here, a lot of them. Now to be exact, at 12:15 earthly time, he puts this in quotes, quotation parentheses, earthly time, on next Tuesday night, exactly a week from now, I am going to pass over New Orleans in my infinite mercy. I want to make a little proposition to you people. This is fucking getting interesting. I'm sorry, this note is interesting now. I'm liking him. Yeah, I'm liking reading the note. All right, he's going to make a proposition, everybody. He says, here it is. Wow, right, Rock. Wow, Rock. I'm very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in either weather regions that every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is in full swing at the time. Wow, that is so fucking unbelievable. Scary. I have just mentioned, if everyone, it's crazy, if everyone has a jazz band going, well, then so much the better for you people. One thing is certain, and that is that some of your people who do not jazz it out on that specific Tuesday night, in parentheses, if there be any, will get the axe. Wow. Yeah, Ahmed says best citizens, meaning high society. Right. Get the axe. That sounds like a pun. It sounds like a pun. Did you hear that? It was a pun. It was like a joke. I'm going to read it again. If this is truly a no from the killer, look at this joke. He tells a joke. Hold on. Right. So, listen. He says one thing that, and that is that some of your people, he's really referring to them as their people, right? He's not really from the source. He really, okay. He's high society, right? You're saying yeah. His shit don't stink. Your people who do not jazz it out on the Pacific Tuesday night intermediate will get the axe. It's a joke. Get it? Like showbiz, you get the axe, jazz, you get the axe if you're not good. And he's the Axeman. You get it? Ahmed says, yeah, the victims were immigrants. Best is, yeah. But wait, you hear that? That was clever. That was, what is he, an actor? Is he in performing arts? What is this? Performing arts? Yeah, like music, theater. Yeah? What is this? Well, as I am cold and crave the warmth of my native Tartarus, I know what that is. Tartarus, yeah. I know, we know the abyss. Yeah. And it is about time I leave your earthly home. I will cease my discourse, hoping that thou wilt publish this, that it may go well with thee. I have been, am, and will be the worst spirit that ever existed, in fact, a realm of fantasy, the Axeman. Axeman was never caught or identified, and this crime spree stopped as mysteriously as it had started. The murderer's identity remains unknown, although various possible identifications and varying possibilities have been proposed. There is victims here. There's a couple of them. Let's just see suspects. There's a short list of suspects, Ahmed. According to scholar Richard Warner, the chief suspect of the crimes was Frank Doc Murphy, who used the alias Leon Joseph Manfrey. Murphy's Garden District jazz business, previously struggling, was noted by many in the community as seeming to do unusually good business once the city was compelled by threat of violence to hire jazz bands, and they played jazz records. That's just going to be a normal occurrence, right? If you're a jazz, it's going to, right? It happens today when a killer mentions something or a celebrity mentions something, a product, it fires up, right? Things go through the roof. No. Poor person, Joseph here, right? Yeah, no. With that explanation I just gave as far as that shit firing up. There's victims. What I want to do here is read through the victims, but I possibly want to. I think he's got a jokes here. I think he is the axe part really. He's got a sense of humor. It looks like. If he is the killer. This note is from the killer. Yeah. He's very funny there. On May 23rd of 1918, Joseph Mangio, an Italian grocer, okay guys, Italian grocer, and his wife Catherine, I think he's in the performing arts. That's all. I just say performing arts. I don't know what kind of a dance they have. They have a dance hall, or people performing kind of dance numbers, or some kind of creativity of performing arts, possibly. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. That's what the feeling I'm getting. The killer broke into, hold on, so the Italian grocer and his wife Catherine were attacked while sleeping inside their apartment on the corner of Upper Line and Magnolia Streets. The killer broke into the residence and cut the couple's throats with a straight razor. So as we predicted, as I thought, right? Straight razors for the coup de grace, right? He brings it, that's his weapon of choice. It's not the Axeman. He's gonna bring that fucking razor and he's gonna slit their throats while they sleep, right? Grimy fucker. Catherine's throat was so deeply cut that her head was nearly severed from her shoulders, kind of like Nicole Brown Simpson. The killer then struck both victims with an axe. So like you said, somebody mentioned it, an overkill for fun, right? Just to do it, you know, just to feel it, make sure, right? Just to feel it, and I mean to make sure, he's just doing it for fun. Joseph survived the attack, whoa, but died minutes after being discovered by his brothers, Jake and Andrew. Ain't that some shit? The killer wrote a message on the nearby pavement, reading, Mrs. Maggio will sit up tonight, just like Mrs. Tony. Theorized to be a reference to Anthony and Joanna Schickenberg, the Italian greengrocers who were attacked. Joanna fatally in 1912, previous murder. That's how they're connecting with this statement. Quote, Mrs. Maggio will sit up tonight, just like Mrs. Tony. Sit up tonight? Slit up tonight? Did they read that right? I guess they did. Sit up tonight. Okay. Police found the bloody clothes of the murderer in the apartment. Ooh. As the killer had changed into a clean set of clothes before fleeing the scene. Well, it's either he took the clothes from his victims to wear, or he brought these extra pair of clothes with him. More than likely, he brought an extra pair and left his dirty shit there, right? So he did bring shit with him, like Ahmed's saying, tools, clothes. Ahmed says Ahmed says the Axeman name was probably more juicy. Yeah, it was. He didn't like that, did he? He's more the straight razor type. He didn't like the Axeman shit. Not at all. 70s chick, hi. Oh, cool. Here you are. Hey, 70s chick. Thanks for coming in. Yes, I'm here. Sorry. Not sure. You know, I'm always here. I'm always streaming once in a while. Thank you, 70s chicks, for coming on in. How are you doing today? This morning, 10 a.m. I'm here bright and early. Good to see you. Thanks for the 11 likes, guys. 11 likes. The Axeman of New Orleans. We're profiling them. Let's get a profile. I think we're doing a damn good job already. And when we put this thing together, we should have somewhere to go. I think we're already putting together, guys. But thank you, 76, for stopping in. Ahmed, Rock James, we are kicking it. Really kicking the can down the fucking street no more, are we? We're taking that can back to our house, and we're examining it. And we're seeing the holes. Poking holes and seeing what stands. So he's bringing the change of clothes before fleeing the scene. Fleeing the scene, huh? A complete search of the premises was not performed after the bodies were removed, yet the blood-stained razor was later found on the lawn of a neighboring property. Police ruled out robbery as motivation for the attacks, as money and valuables left in plain sight were not stolen by the intruder. The razor was found to belong to Joseph's brother, Andrew, who owned a barber shop on Camp Street. His employee, Sebastian Torres, told the police that Andrew had removed the razor from his shop 2 days prior to the murder, explaining that he had wanted to have a nick honed from the blade. Andrew, who lived in an adjoining apartment, reported hearing groaning on the wall on the night of the murders. Andrew blamed his failure to hear any noises related to the attack itself on his intoxicated state. Police, however, nonetheless surprised that he failed to hear the intruder's forced entry into the home. Andrew became the police chief prime suspect in the crime, yet was released after investigators were unable to break down a statement, as well as the account of an unknown man who supposedly seen lurking near the apartment prior to the murders. Yes, hi 76, yes. 8 a.m. over here in the West. Oh, wow, you guys are way behind. I'm in the future. That sucks. Hey. Ahmed says he was intelligent. He sure was. Rock says, I have 710. Wow, guys, we are so much on we're at different times, but in the same wavelength, right? Different time zones, but same wavelength. Sweeney Todd. What is this shit? I know it's 2007. This so reminds me of it. Infamous Demon Barber, guys. Sweeney Todd. It often refers to a parody act featuring Kermit the Frog as the murderous barber, or it can still be point blank to the classic Victorian horror story. Started as a character in the 1846 Penny Dreadful serial, The String of Pearls. A London barber kills his customers with a razor and partners with Mrs. Lovett, who bakes their bodies into meat pies. Well, that doesn't happen, but kind of like that, right? Demon, he calls himself a demon. He uses a straight razor. Right? It's fucking weird. That's weird. Really remind me of this Demon Barber bullshit. We're just looking at Wikipedia about the Sweeney Todd shit. That's Fleet Street. Give me a second. It's 1979 musical, what is it based on? Something from the 1918. What is this? 1846. What is that? Penny Dreadful? Ahmed says, Andrew sounds sus. It does. Ahmed says, a barber is proficient with the razor. Yes, he is, and Andrew is a biblical name. If he's into biblical, spiritual shit like demons and barbers and all that shit, he's got, and Andrew's his name. That is a biblical name. Could be into the Bible. This is really heavy into religion, these people back then, right? This is your Sweeney Todd, 1846. Penny Dreadful series, The String of Pearls. So this person definitely could read this. And the Ripper was kind of like that too, Jack, right? With the straight razor. What is up here? The String of Pearls. The String of Pearls, a domestic romance. Alternately titled The Sailor's Gift, is a story published as a Penny Dreadful serial from 1846 to 1847. The main character of the story is Sweeney Todd, quote, the demon barber of Fleet Street. The story was the character's first literal appearance. Todd is a barber who murders his customers and gives their corpses to Mrs. Lovett, his partner in crime, who bakes their flesh into meat pies. His barber shop is situated in Fleet Street, London, next to St. Dunstan's Church. It is connected to Lovett's pie shop in nearby Bell Yard by any means of an underground passage. Todd kills his victims by pulling a lever while they're in his barber chair, which makes them fall back toward their revolving trapdoor. Okay. And he slits their throats with a straight razor. The fuck? I really didn't expect, yeah, Sweeney Todd. I didn't expect that shit to actually be in existence back then. Roxy, this is better than the Scooby-Doo's Vans mystery. You sure, Rock? Shit, you sure, man? I don't know. I mean, what the fuck is this going? Where is this going? Where are we going with it? I'm not sure. Right. Thanks, Rock, for it. Yeah, it's fucking interesting, right? I don't know who the fucking missed, right? Who is going to be unmasked? Somebody says Sweeney Todd. Yeah, Sweeney Todd. He goes to the basement and polishes them off by slitting their throats with a straight razor. The fuck? Okay. I'm not going to go too much harder on that, guys. I don't want to get sidetracked. I'm going to keep it Occam's razor here. All right? I want to, you know what I mean? I'm getting sidetracked with this. This is interesting, though. I like that. I like delving into that. It is there. It is out there. Possibly a model for him to follow. Something to look up to. That is a possibility. It really is. Terrible. Let's go. So, Andrew's a barber. His brother, Andrew. Okay, I got it. You know, writing something on the sidewalk is very intriguing and interesting as well. In blood? I don't know. That's yeah, it had to be in blood. That's crazy. That's cool. It's very interesting. This is going to be the next murders here. This person's working fast. They're very working fast here. So this is Lois Bessemer and Harriet Lowe. During the early morning hours of June 27th of 1918, what is this, like a month or two later, whatever, very, guys, it's going to be very condensed here. Serial killer style. Louis Bessemer and his mistress, Louis, and his mistress, Harriet Lowe, his mistress, were attacked in private quarters at the back of Bessemer's grocery, located at the corner of Georgius and Lapshire Streets. Bessemer was struck with a hatchet above his right temple, which resulted in a possible skull fracture. Lowe was hacked over the left ear and left with one side of her face permanently paralyzed. The couple were discovered the following morning alive, but critically injured by bakery wagon driver John Zanka, who had come to the grocery to make a routine. All right, guys, my apologies. So what we're doing here, we're still going in this profile, guys. Sorry, you with me in my live? We're live, baby. So you're gonna be with me when things happen and go down in my life, and we're just gonna take care of business like we should be doing here. Got to get back to reality, guys. The real viewers got to get back to working hard on real life. So we're gonna try to do this as long as I can until really the bills stack up so bad I can't do it no more. So I appreciate you guys. 70s Chick says, I might go missing for a day because my debit card is messed up and I cannot pay my phone bill. No, you're good, 70s Chick. I understand, guys. Debit card is messed up and I cannot pay my phone bill. No, you're good, 70s Chick. I understand, guys. Trust me, we have viewers having a hard time as well. So, no, whatever you got to do. Thank you, 70s chick. Guys, like I said, you're not obligated to be here. But yes, if anything, if you do me wrong and say wrong, then yeah, I get emotional. So, yeah. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second just to catch my breath. Oof. Okay, so let's get back. Um, okay. Yeah, I tell someone nicely and they don't listen, we need to they need to back off. So 70s chick says, I enjoy your show. It is very enlightening. Thank you, 70s chick. Thank you so much. Really want to have fun with this and also maybe make a dent in some things, right? So thank you, 70s chicks, for enjoying the show. Yes, I do consider it a show. You know, I am right. We are showmen, right? Thank you, 70s chick. Appreciate that. Really do. All right. So let's get to it. Yes. All right. So thank you, 76, for liking the show. I really appreciate you guys. I mean, I'm really going as hard as I can here. You know, I'm really thinking it's going to pay off, and it has been. So it has been really with the views and you guys have been amazing to me. So thank you. So I'm sorry, I left off here. I was trying to get it. I have a 30% charge. I might have to cut this stream early. I'm having a little bit of personal issues here and things happening all of a sudden. So I need to probably address those problems. Becoming a problem all of a sudden. So sorry guys, I'm reading through this other victim. Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry. I kind of got pulled out of what I was doing. My apologies. Ooh. I just know certain things. The rewire viewer knows certain things about people, and I just know certain things. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry, y'all. It hurts because I gotta go. I gotta do what I gotta do, and they try to tell me not to, and I'm telling them, you can't do. You know, I gotta do. You know, you want something right, guy, done right, guy. You do it yourself, because people are just gonna want, and, you know, they just can't. I don't know what it is. I just am sick of it. 76 says, I looked up the Mazui family yesterday. It's a very interesting mystery. Yeah, Mazawi family. Wow, that's another. I got to see that. Yeah, Mazawa family. That sounds good. Yeah, I do have some other live streams coming today, guys. Some well-known one is going to come up. We're going to go hard on this other well-known case. I've been dying to do it. Really not, no point intended. But yeah, you know, guys, really a case that we well know. It's coming up soon in a few hours. I do plan on doing another live stream. It's going to be a well-known case. Oh, man, I hope you guys are there for that. I think we can get a lot more than ever been seen before, because I just want to try things we you know, cases that are really hard, right? There is a lot of them. Everyone's hard. 76, I found out the father worked for a marketing company. Really? Oh, you talking about the Setagaya. You talking about the Setagaya family, right? So he was into marketing. He wasn't big in financials, right? Yeah, maybe, but they're saying it's not financially motivated. You know, we went through that, right? So that is a very interesting case, but good thing you were looking at that 70s chick, right? Very interesting. I love how you took it upon yourself to go do more, right? Looking further, say, hey, what could it be, right? What are they doing? I don't know. 76 says, you understand human nature. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's I don't want to understand human nature, you know? But you're right, I do. For some reason, I get it, you know? I get it. I do understand. Thank you, 70s chick. I think we all understand human nature. Ahmed, Rock James, 70s chick, you guys are right on top of it with me. So you're right there with me, you know, which I love. But yeah, it's a scary thing to all of a sudden understand human nature. And then, you know, I could not predict things, guys, but I know this person's telling me something. And I know they mean that. I know what they want. And like I know what they think is going to happen or what they think they're going to do. But when it's coming down to it, when you're walking and talking, are two different things, you know? So it's like you got to be able to walk it, not just talk it. But people say, well, I don't walk, you know, I walked it already. So sometimes I don't have to walk it, you know, because I already walked it. So I can talk it, you know? But thank you, 70s Chick. Sorry I'm rambling on, guys. Want to try to stick to the case. I do have a 30% charge. I'm going to go all the way until it dies, and then we're going to recharge the batteries and our mental batteries, take care of some bills, pay some bills, and then we'll come back. Guys, I got a good one. I hope you join me for the next one. I want to try to figure out how to do like a premiere or something eventually, but I was trying to learn more things and work my iMac. I know things with the YouTube, but it's just hard to work it with the iMac. 2009. It's very laggy. 2009 computer. But thank you, 76 Rock James. Man, you guys have been so fantastic. Literally phenomenal. I can't describe the word. You've impressed me more than this serial killer. I tell you that. Really, this guy, you know, yeah, he's impressive, but holy shit. There's a lot of killing going on, like I'm saying here. A lot of, there's a different attacks. So on the night, this is Sarah Lohman. On the night of September 3rd of 1919, Sarah Lohman was attacked in her apartment. Neighbors came to check on the young woman who had lived alone. He's not afraid to go in after couples. He's not afraid to be two on. He's one. He's so different. He broke into the home. This person is variety. Variety hour, yes? Variety hour. This person's very loose. Like, he strikes me as young. But how young could a serial killer actually be? Well, he's got to be 18. Man, what the fuck? This person's got so much energy and spunk, or just love for what he does, honestly. He's on this shit. But he's very nuanced here when he gets in a situation. He just goes, and they discovered the 19-year-old lying unconscious on her bed, suffering from a severe head injury and missing several teeth. The intruder had entered the apartment through an open window and attacked Lohman with a blunt object, and bloody axe was discovered on the front lawn of the building. Damn, Lohman recovered from her injuries yet couldn't recall any details from the attack. Well, that's convenient. But no, I get it. Blunt force trauma, hit with the fucking axe. Remember, it's bullshit. Probably hit when she's sleeping in the bed. So, but why isn't this guy killing him? He's leaving a lot of people alive. Right? Does a serial killer usually leave their victims alive? I think they would. Usually they don't, right? They make sure they're fucking dead. Really, really weird that he's not making sure. What is going on? Ahmed says maybe late 20s. Yes, he's old enough to be in jazz clubs and around high. Yeah, but I knew somebody that was younger than 20s back in the day that loved jazz. That was my age, and he loved jazz. He played jazz. So, you know, yeah, I'll go with that. 20s, they like jazz, yes. Even younger than that, I know people that are into jazz, especially back then, like Rock was saying. Right, Rock? You were saying about how the jazz, yeah, it's a big thing back then. Hell yeah, he was staying around for jazz. He's a young jazz, up-and-coming maybe artist or musician, right? He loves jazz. He loves art. He's an artist. This is his art. This is his painting. This is his jazz. This is how he jazzes. But he likes the jazz. He likes the improvisation. Is jazz improvised? Talk to me. Is jazz improvised music? He likes improvisation. He jazzes when he goes into these kills. It sounds like he's jazzing. Yeah. Rock, you had a good point. I remember we were going to come back to it, Rock. If it ended up being significant, right, it would come back to it. So Rock was on it. Jazz can be smooth and up-tempo. Yeah, he's jazzing, though, with these kills. He's jazzing, right? He's like this. He's in there like this. Snapping like this. Walking like this. Really, he is. Grabbing the axe. Grabbing this. He's jazzing. He's just improvising these kills. He really is. It's really a jazz thing, it feels like. It's good shit. All right, let's go more. Let's go another one. So we're hopping around these kills, honestly. I'm not giving you these chronologically on purpose. Okay? I want to see... Honestly, my interest is in the first kill and the last, but I want to hop. So we're going to hip-hop here. We're going to jazz, see? We're going to jazz like he does. See? That's what jazz is. Improvise. Jazz is just feeling it and going with it. You're jazzing. Right. Ahmed says, sounds like he's using what's available to him. Ahmed says, weapon-wise. Yeah, it does, right? He's jazzing, though. That's what jazz is. Like, you're just using what's available. You know, you're just making something out of you, just jazzing with it. Like, I don't know. I've had a friend that loved jazz, man. And I'm telling you, he played jazz, and he was fucking on it. So on the night, this is Mike Peptino. This is after the Sarah kill. I think this is the last kill. So on the night of October 27th of 1919, the wife of Mike Petito, was awakened by a noise and arrived at the door of her husband's bedroom just as, why are they sleeping in separate rooms? I guess they're on the fritz, right? That's why I'd be sleeping in separate rooms, or you just, you know, yeah, what's up with that? Husband's bedroom just as large of the door of her husband's bedroom just as a large axe-wielding man. Wow, hold on. You, Ahmed, he's large. Large. Fuck. Wow, what is this? Damn, he's large. Axe-wielding man was fleeing the scene. Yeah, right? Amazon, he's got to be big. He's wielding an axe. He's hacking and slashing. I guess he's not young and nimble like I'm thinking. Damn, this guy's got some fucking MO. It's just switching us up. It makes me feel like there's two people. There's only one, though. They're only seeing one. One person with all this creativity. It is possible. For sure. Wow. Peptone had been struck in the head and was covered in his own blood. Blood spatter covered the majority of the room, including a painting of the Virgin Mary. Petone's wife, the mother of his 6 children, was unable to describe any characteristics of the killer other than large. Large! The Petone murder was the last of the alleged Axeman attacks. Why was it the last? Wow, she got a good look at him. She did, even though she thinks she doesn't. That's enough, right? He's large. So, Axe, let's go. I'm gonna get a new piece of paper, y'all. Damn. Ahmed on it, Rock's on it, 70, we're on it, right, guys? We're on it, 76, we're all on it. See this profile real quick. Struck by the chisel, possibly. Possibly, yes, right. Big, strong guy. Right, Ahmed was on it from the start. Hold on, Ahmed. We're going to go with that. So we got a description. So he's large. Large, guys. Wielding the axe. Right, Ahmed said he's got to be wheeling and dealing. So it's either... What is the businesses and occupations, guys, in Louisiana? Well, let's do New Orleans. Actually, Louisiana. Okay, so we're going to flan out from Louisiana. But this person has a really easy time going to Louisiana and doing the kills. Louisiana jobs in, what year was this here? 19, what? We'll do 1915. We'll do like in 19. Just Googling jobs in New Orleans in the 1900s. How's that? In the 1900s. Let's take a look at that. See what they're doing out there in New Orleans for business. Large axe. So in the 1900s, common jobs in New Orleans centered around the bustling shipping port and the massive cotton trade and domestic service and manual labor. Okay, guys, you ain't doing data, right? You ain't doing tech support. Waterfront and port work. What is it? Dock workers. Longhorn, stevedores, crewmen loaded and unloaded ships along the Mississippi River. Teamsters and drymen. Workers drove horse-drawn wagons to move cargo between the port and the city warehouses. Union organization. Waterfront labor was heavily organized by 1901. Black and white dock workers formed a cooperative dock and cotton council to manage. And there's a cotton industry here. What is domestic and service labor? Trades and general labor. Okay. Machinist. What is going on here with this? 76, maybe he fell ill after his injury. He couldn't. Possibly. That's what they're thinking. You know, right? Because serial killers do take a break if something happens significant in their lives and they come back to it. But he never did, apparently. Good point, 70s chick. Ahmed says he lived on the outskirts, so manual labor for a big guy makes sense. It does. Right. Large is going to be lifting, right? Lift. I would say dock worker, right? Or a building trader. There's a carpenter, a bricklayer. But he's using an axe, so he's not docking it, right? Men found tracks of railway labor. I don't know. Let's look at more of the victims. I think we could do a little more. But you guys are on it, right? That's so good. So listen, we did the first victims. Let's do the second. I did the second and third. Yeah, I skipped them because I got that phone call. So this is Lewis, right? Oh yeah, Lewis. Okay. So the Mitras, they were attacked, like I said, and was struck with a hatchet in the right temple, resulting in a skull fracture. The other woman was, okay, so this paralyzed, okay. So the axe used in the second murder, the double murder, whatever, was in the house. He's improvising once again. Rock James says he might work in forged metal. That was a big bet. Right. Gosh, guys. Ahmed said the axe is probably a convenient weapon. He was strong, so grabbing the victim's axe was no problem. It was. You guys are so on it. It's just, I think we're so, I don't think I'm keeping it simple enough. I think something is overcomplicating this for me. I don't know what it is. It might be the complexities of these kills or like the improvisation. It's really throwing me out. You know, some things are consistent, some aren't. So he's keeping us on our toes. Literally. I feel like a boxer. Like I'm dodging all this shit. I can't get out the way, you know? He's hitting me with everything. A 41-year-old, almost immediately police arrested Louis Albicon, a 40-year-old African-American man who had been employed in the grocery just a week before the attacks, but no evidence existed which had proved Albicon guilty. Yet police arrested him nonetheless, stating that he had offered conflicting accounts of his whereabouts in the morning of the attack. Albicon was later released. However, as police were unable to gather insufficient evidence to hold him. Lowe recalled the assailant had been a mulatto man. What's a mulatto man? It's a racial classification that refers to people of mixed African and European ancestry. When speaking or writing about a singular woman in English, the word is mulatta. The use of the term began in areas that later became the United States. Mulatto is a racial classification that refers to people of mixed African and European ancestry. Okay. All right. Huh? It says, he sure had the cops back then, fool. He sure did, right? He has me all fucked up. Yeah, this person is on it, right? Holy shit. Oh my God, this person is pretty legendary. Why haven't we heard of the Axeman of fucking New Orleans? More, like, you know, the Jack the Ripper's impressive, but that's in fucking London, and that shit's huge. You know? This is small-ass New Orleans. And he's walking in improvised. Wow, he is fucking crazy ballsy. Very creative person. I think he's a jazz creative person like you guys are saying, but then again, he's large. So he could be a brute. We have nothing to go. Really, we have things to go on, but I can't do it. I can't get it. Yet her statement was discounted by police due to her disoriented state because she just woke up, the shit going on. Robbery was said to be the only possible explanation for these attacks, but no money or vows were ever removed from the scene. Lowe became the center of a media circus as she continually made scandalous and often false statements relating to both the attacks and the character of Bushmeyer. After Bushmeyer fell under suspicion of espionage following discovery of foreign written letters in his possession, Lowe told police that she thought he was a German spy, resulting in his immediate arrest. He was released 2 days later on August 9th. Look at all this shit. August 1918, Bushmeyer was arrested again. This motherfucker almost got murdered. And him to know by Lowe, by then on her deathbed, following her failed surgery, named her as her assailant. What is this? Guys, I'm confused. Lowe told the police that she thought he was a German spy. This is all getting shitstormed, resulting in his immediate arrest. He was released 2 days later. I guess this is the victim of the. He survived, and now the lady, his wife, is. Oh my God. Welcome to the 40s, everyone. Because Bushmeyer was arrested again after Lowe, by then on her deathbed, failed surgery, named him as her assailant. Bushmeyer was charged with murder, and he served 9 months in prison before being acquitted, and fucking doodah. That was just a shitstorm. What is all that? Oh my God. That just kind of convoluted this whole fucking thing. Why put that in there? That's it. Just get the fuck out of here with all that. Oh, sorry, guys. That was really brought me sidetracked. Okay, Ahmed says mixed race are what Creole people are. He might have been Creole. Okay, Lucian's Philip Cooper. That's good to go. Okay, yeah, that's cool as fuck. That's straight. It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, where are they designated? Are they designated all around the city at that time or certain areas? I know, right? There has to be some kind of rhyme to reason or method to madness because all this shit sounds mad. But there is a method. So another victim here, the next one here, Anna Schneider, I think it's like the fourth victim during the, or fifth or something, during the early morning hours of August 5th, 19, this guy is working harder than the real world viewer, harder than us guys. 20-year-old Anna, in a case of murder, 28-year-old Anna Schneider, who was 8 months pregnant, awoke to find a dark figure standing over her and was bashed in the face repeatedly. Her scalp was cut open and her face was covered in blood. Anna was discovered after midnight by her husband, Ed Schneider, as he returned late from work. Anna claimed that she remembered nothing of the attack and gave birth to a healthy baby girl 2 days later. Ed told police that nothing was stolen from the house besides $6 or $7 that had been in his wallet. Well, something was stolen from the house. So what is he fucking talking about? What is that? Guys, we can't do statements like that, you know? What is that? It's a lie. It's like he lies and then they give us, like, what is that? You know, like, even if he's not, you know, what is that, though? I can't work with that. You know what I mean? I can't work with shit like that. So Ed told the police that nothing was stolen from the house, but wait a second, there was money stolen. But it was just $6 to $7. But something was stolen. It was money. That's a lot of money. What is $6 or $7 in the year 1918? Well, let the real reviewer use Google. What is $7 in 1918? Excuse me. Let's see, everyone. Is it really just $7? Oh, poor me. So, guys, 1918, the $6 or $7 that was, who gives a fuck about, was actually $150 fucking dollars. That's a lot of fucking money to be taken back then. So we got robbed. Motherfucker got robbed. Ahmed says back to the Chisholm and Razor in the Snyder attack, right? Yes. Definitely. But look at that money, though. What do you mean nothing's... Well, that's a lot of money back then. Don't you think? But no, not just $6 or $7. But guys, no, it's $150 fucking dollars back then that he got robbed for. This is retarded. This is stupid. I don't even want to read the rest of these people. That's the stupid shit ever. I'm an upside down world here. Even in 1918, we got to start slapping people around. What is that commercial, that meme when the dude goes around slapping everybody, right? You just slap people. Like, what the fuck is going on there? All right. No, don't worry. Nothing was stolen. Just about $150. That's all. But don't worry about it. It's nothing. I can replace that. Excuse me, sir. You said nothing was stolen, but you're telling me that's a lot of money. So something was taken. And that is a lot of fucking money. The windows and doors of the couple's apartment appear to have not been forced open. Authorities came to the conclusion that the woman was most likely attacked with a lamp that had been on a nearby table. So yeah, that doesn't have to be kind of related to this. They're kind of relating these robberies and murders to this serial killer. What is up with that? Does that sound like it? Doesn't sound like a serial killer to me. Doesn't sound like the M.O. James Gleason, the police said an ex-convict, was arrested shortly after Anna was found. He was later released due to lack of evidence. Lead investigators began to publicly speculate the attack was related to the previous Buschemeyer and Maggio incidents. They were speculating. That's only speculation. There's no connection. During the early morning hours, it was 8 months pregnant, woke to find a dark figure. Her scalp was cut open. Her face was covered in blood. And it was no axe, no weapon, no straight razor, no nothing. Robbery, money taken, Anna Schneider, not killer. That is not a fucking serial killer. Is that the M.O.? No M.O. Right? Nothing to do with that. So they're attributing murders and robberies. This had to be the murder. She lived. It was a robbery. Straight up robbery, y'all. Attributed to a fucking serial killer. 76, yeah, a lot of money. Right, exactly. Ahmed said, that's not our guy. Yeah, it's not, right? Rock James says, stay focused. Remember, love jazz, work alone, big guy, razor cutter. You're right. All right, go on, guys. Another kill. Stay on what Jock James is saying, right? Stay on. I'm going to still keep that in mind. So this is the next murder. Another one. Joseph Romano. On August 10th of 1918, Pauline and Mary Bruno awoke to the sound of commotion in the adjoining room where their elderly uncle, Joseph Romano, resided. Upon entering the room, the sister discovered Romano had taken a serious blow to his head, which resulted in 2 open cuts. The assailant was fleeing the scene as they arrived. Yet the girls were able to distinguish that he was dark-skinned, Creole, right, whatever, heavy-set man who wore a dark suit and slouched hat. Jazz? Romano was able to walk to the ambulance once it arrived, but died 2 days later due to severe head trauma. His home had not been ransacked. His home had been ransacked. Yet no items were stolen. Authorities found a bloody axe in the backyard and discovered that a panel on the back door had been chiseled away. That's him, right? That's our murderer. 76 says maybe he pretended to be dead. Possibly, yeah. The murderer created a state of extreme chaos in New Orleans, with residents living in constant fear of an Axeman attack. Police received a slew of reports where citizens claimed to have seen the killer lurking in local neighborhoods. A few men called to report that they had found axes in their backyards. John Dutano, a retired Italian detective, made public statements in which he hypothesized that the man who had committed the recent murders was the same who killed several individuals in 1911. D'Antonio described the potential killer as an individual with dual personalities, because he does do dual, right? Different weaponry, who killed without motive. This type of individual, Dan stated, could very likely have been a normal, law-abiding citizen who was often overcome by an overwhelming desire to kill. He later went on to describe the killer as a real-life Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that's him, right, Ahmed? Ahmed says, yeah, that's him, especially with the chisel. Yup, that is him. The other one's not. This Anna Schneider, take it off. No, negative. See, now it's going to fuck up this whole thing. It fucks up a lot, guys. You know, it just... Well, at least we found that out, right? And that's not related to our killer. Not at all. 76, she survived. Right. That the one pregnant chick, that's a robbery straight up. And that's all that is. A lamp being used, but this is M.O. Joseph Romano. We got an M.O. here. Bang. So the quarter... But remember, heavy set. They caught another picture, right? Rock's on it. Heavy set, right? We're on it. Ahmed, right? Heavy set, jazz, axe, large, swing. I just want to put down swing because he likes to swing with jazz and he likes to swing the axe. So jazz, big man, tilted hat, you know. Who's that? I see trees of green. Who is that? Red roses too. Right? Is that out there by then? Yeah. Jazz in it. Jazz in it. Let's jazz him. Let's jazz his ass. We got to do jazz when we're getting this motherfucker. I'll tell you that. Guys, another murder. On the night of March 10th, 1919, Italian immigrant Charles Cortamiglia and his family, wife Rosie and infant daughter Mary, were attacked in their residence on the corner of Jefferson Avenue and 2nd Street in Gretchen, Louisiana, New Orleans suburb. Upon hearing screams from the residents, grocer Orlando Jordan rushed across the street to investigate. A neighbor, I guess, he discovered that Cortamiglia's family had been attacked by the Axeman. Charles and Rosie had both suffered skull fractures from blows caused by an axe, which is found on their back porch. Mary was killed in her mother's arms from a blow to the back of the neck. Nothing was stolen from the house, but a panel on the back door had been chiseled away. Yes, Charles was released 2 days after the attack, while his wife remained in the care of doctors. Upon gaining full consciousness, Rosie made claims that Giordano and his 18-year-old son Frank were responsible for the attacks. The neighbor... Orlando, a 69-year-old man, was in poor health. He couldn't have done it, they say, physically. Frank would be more than 6 feet tall and weighed 200 pounds. It would have been too large to fit through the panel on the back door. Charles vehemently denied, well, the son with him, his wife's claims, yet police nonetheless arrested the Giordanos and charged them with murder. The men would later be found guilty. Frank was sentenced to self-suspension, and his father to life in prison. Charles divorced his wife Almost a year later, Rose admitted that she had falsely accused the Jordanians of jealousy and spite, resulting in their release. You piece of shit. These people are shit out there, dog. I don't know if we should go any further on this. These people are shit. All these people are fanatical, crazy, fucking paranoid shit. Right? Look at that. Oh my god. Fucking taking out their personal vendettas when the Axeman hits. That's sick. Steve Boca, but that's our man. That's one of our men. But he doesn't kill him. I don't know, guys. There's no kill there. It really is. Serial killer's going to kill him. That's the point of being a serial killer. You kill. I don't like that. I don't like any of that. You know, he doesn't really strike me as a serial killer if he's not killing. How many kills does he actually have? Right? These people are all living. How come they can't catch him? He's all living. These fuckers are all living. Right, guys? They're all living and none of them get a description. Like, they get a... Come on, man. What is this? A story? What is this shit? Are these, like, different murders put together to try to be an Axeman? Like, is this like a lore of New Orleans or something, my guy? This seems like a Candyman story to me. It really does. Before Candyman. Is this actually fucking a thing? Shit, dude. I guess. This just doesn't sound right. Now it's sounding like a real... Right? I don't know what this is. Steve Boca on August 10th, 1919, grocer. Okay, he's doing grocers. Steve Boca was attacked as he slept in his bedroom by an axe-wielding intruder. That sounds good. That sounds right, right? Sounds like our man. Boca worked during the night to find a dark figure. That sounds like our man. And that one does sound like the other one too, doesn't it? Standing over watching them sleep. Is that why he sneaks in by cat burglary? Like, right? To watch them sleep before he attacks them? Is that what it is? What is that? What is that, man? I don't know. And what about the trophy? Somebody said trophy, right? Who said trophy? Right. I'm sorry. Somebody said trophy, though, right? He's got to be taking some. What is up with that? How does he remember this, right? Yes, he relive it. Ahmed says the suit and the hat show some... Yeah, it does. But he's a large man. And he's, like you said, he's swinging that fucking axe. But he's noticeable being large, right? And like Rock says, you know, keep the jazz in mind, right? The largeness. It does remind me of a jazz guy. He's got a good life. He doesn't need to rob people. Maybe he does. It doesn't. It depends on the night, right? Depends on what they... He's really jazzing this shit. Like, I think they're going to have a suspect. Wasn't he a jazz person? This suspect. Let's take a look quick. But you guys are so on this. Without you, Rock, 70s Chick, and Ahmed, I don't know I could get this far. So thank you. This is amazing. Ahmed says labor, but cleans up well. Yeah, he does. Possible labor. I'm still confused about the profession. 76, accustomed to fool witnesses. Yeah, right. In everyday life, it looks like for sure. He's fooling people around him. People that know him well. Rock James, I said that. Yeah, you did, Rock. Yes, you did. Rock, you were on it. You know, James, Rock James, I'm keeping it in mind, brother. You are on it. Steve Boca. So Boca here, he's going to run into the street to investigate. Okay, so Boca slept in his bedroom. Same thing, looming over him. He regains consciousness, and Boca ran to the street to investigate this intrusion after he's hit over the head and found that his head had been cracked open. It happens, yeah. It's a concussion, you don't know. The grocer ran to the home of his neighbor, Frank Guinness, and where he lost consciousness and collapsed. Nothing had taken from the home yet. I don't know why that's saying yet. Once again, a panel in the back door of the home had been chiseled away. How are they doing these? Why is he doing? All right. Boca recovered from his injuries but could not remember any details of the attack. The attack took place after the emergence of the infamous Axeman letter. Really? So I guess he didn't play jazz. He didn't play jazz. Sarah Lohman, on the night of September 3rd, 1990, Sarah Lohman was attacked in her apartment. Neighbors came to check on the young woman who lived alone and broke into the home when Lohman did not answer. They discovered her dead the night she was unconscious in her bed. Oh, excuse me, not dead, unconscious. We read that one. And Mike here is going to be one of the last victims. But large, guys, large. There is a picture here. we're going to look at some pictures around the time frame, because all we're going to have to reference here is going to be these pictures, these illustrations, really, guys. 76 says alcohol probably played a part, jazz and speakeasies. Yeah, it's a great lie. It looks like a very speakeasy way, but it's cool, right? It's a very unique way of life. So this is like, I think, like the news, or like it's going out. I'm not sure what these people, telling the people, don't be scared. Like, play, the Axeman saying to play jazz or else. And there's no radios or nothing, right? So that's the physical, play the jazz. There's some of the victims with the baby, and woman who retracts her victims. She falsely accused people. There's going to be your mess you're going to find. Hold on, there's some other photo here. The baby one. There's going to be illustrations. Got hit in the back of the... What's going on here? You know what I mean? What's going on? Looming over. You saw that one. Can't need more. It's... Blood trail. I don't really follow the blood trail. It's way too late for that. More. I'm just looking at what we have as far as crime scene, as far as illustrations. Jefferson Street store. These are one of the victims here. The kid in the backyard. Wow, cool schematic. Cool schematic. It's the house. One of the murders is, or possible attempted murder. This guy's not really the best serial killer, is he? He really doesn't. How many people does he live alive? A lot. It's not really, too efficient here in killing. I don't know why. Unless they're too, right? Some of these aren't the serial killers doing, right? Possibly. So I'm guessing these would be beds that they would lie in, right? Or some shit. And then all here. Kitchen. The backyard. He's coming through the back door. The axe will be around here maybe. And then come into the kitchen. Wow. Interesting. There's a store. He's doing storefronts, huh? Okay. Okay, he's doing storefronts, huh? All right. I just want to see Google Earth for a minute, which is no purpose because I just like that. And then I like this. Storefronts, huh? How can people... He's got to have... This is interesting, but it's so... So he said the stories get mixed up and it becomes lore. It sure does, right? So we have to sift through that shit, huh? Jazz. Storefronts. Large. They think this is the order, huh? Does it matter, the order? Probably not. Just trying to see any pattern, any method to the madness, anything we can pick up off the first to last kill, anything in the middle. Not sure. These are crime scene photos that we're able to take some kind of photos. I don't understand why we can't clear these up a little bit these days with technology. It'll be very interesting to see these things a little clearer. Mississippi River. You're not throwing the bodies in the river. You're not worried about getting caught. Can't get it. This guy is something, huh? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's anything left here. I have nothing, I think, in the tank for this. Got a 12% charge. Got to recharge the phone. Guys, I think that it will be that. And then the Axeman for now. I am at a 10% charge. My apologies, guys. I think that'll be that. Really, I don't think we came to write. I didn't even do much. I mean, I don't. So he says, killer seems sure of the fact that he survived but cannot. Right, very good point, 76. Right, guys? Like, right, man. Very sure. Especially in that note, yeah? Very, like, superhuman, cocky, arrogant, right? This person is not your average fucking individual walking around there, but he blends in so well, possibly, to be able to move like this freely and do all this within a short period of time, right? Strange. This chiseled back panel. You know, Ahmed, you were, you know, and right, you guys were saying, what is up with that? That chiseled, to use the chisel, why is that happening? Because that's how he gets in, and that's how he wants to watch him sleep. So he's fascinated with that, huh? He likes to watch him sleep. You notice that? Guys, he likes to watch him sleep. He likes to watch him. So difficult to pinpoint this sucker, huh? To narrow him. Even in the 1918, 1919, really, the cops are baffled. Fucking A. I could see why, right? Where is it? Where is it? There's something here we're missing, man. I can't let this go just yet because I know we're missing something, you know? I don't feel satisfied. I really don't. Guys, there is somebody here, a Richard, what is it? A Frank Doc Murphy. They think he owned the jazz business. Let's take a look at Frank Doc Murphy. They think he's a jazz owner. He's a big guy. They're saying he possibly could be the killer. They're saying he had a mask on? Hold on. His targets are, okay, the grocers, the Italian American grocers. So he's large. Is he eating well? Yes, he eats well because he's large. He doesn't rob because he has money. Right? He's large. Is he Italian himself? What is it with this guy? He's eating well. So he's large, guys, and to be eating well back then, you have to have a very good, right? A good job, but he's the grocers. It's like he goes there, right? So he's definitely accessing these stores. He's casing them. He's not superhuman. He thinks he is, but he's a human, guys. He's a human. So he has to case it. Yeah, he's got to go in. So he's going in before these places. Has to go in. What does he do? That's large. That, you guys said manual labor, right? What is he? The killer famously wrote the letter claiming he was a spirit from hell and would spare anyone playing jazz music on a Pacific night. Researcher Richard Warner suggested Murphy operated a struggling garden district business that suddenly thrived during the jazz playing mandates. And we discussed that a little bit. The vengeance legend lore claims Murphy was eventually shot and killed by Esther Patone, the widow of a victim who believed he killed her husband. This is all a fucking mess, huh? We gotta stay away from all that messy shit. It's convoluting this. He's masked. Is he really masked? He can be caught. He can be caught. He can be recognized. He can be recognized, you know? I don't want to say it's this dude, though. You know what I mean? I want to stay away from this guy unless it leads it back to us. 76, he steals into the night with the satisfaction of his action. He does. He does. But he knows he's going to be recognized. Who's eating good in that neighborhood like that? You know, who's large enough to be eating good? I mean, you see the real viewer here. You know what I mean? I'm not eating good. This motherfucker eating good back then. 70 says, I think you are hitting all the nails on the head. He's large, so he's eating well. Right, thank you. All right, we're getting somewhere, right? I'm trying, guys. I don't have a charge here. I'm trying, and I didn't want to leave it like this, you know? Even though we got shit to do, right? And move on, and life could calls. I don't, you know? Wait, give me the letter one more time. Let me just read this letter one more time, okay? He says hell. He starts it with hell. That's his location. Hell, grocery store owners. Is there anybody that goes around to these grocery stores at that time? Like collects things or... I'm interested in the note. I'm interested in the note. I think this note is very important. If it's real, which I'm going to take it as it is, I'm going to kill himself. It's going to be very vital. I don't know there's something in this note. It could be the note overall itself, taken on its face, but guys, grocery, like you're saying, grocery, jazz, large. Why am I not doing this right? Something missing. Guys, I can't think straight today. I'm sorry, I got rocked earlier, so it might have brought me out of my zone. Because there is other shit on my mind, unfortunately. I'm not clear-headed like I usually am. That's an excuse, though. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to use excuses. Charge the phone. It is an excuse. Doesn't matter. Job. You still got a job to do. And that's right. Still got a job. Let's do it well. All right. I'm looking through the note. I want to just read it again. So at the end of the note, he says, well, as I am cold and crave the warmth of my native Tartarus. Okay, I know what that is. Tartarus is in Greek mythology. It's the deep abyss. Yes, that is used as a dungeon, the torment and suffering for the wicked as the prison of the Titans. Tartarus is a place where, according to Plato's Gorgias, souls are judged after death. Well, as I am cold and crave the warmth of my Tartarus, it is about time I leave your earthly home. I will cease my discourse. What is he going to stop? He's going to stop killing. Thanks for the 10 likes, guys. Thank you. I'm watching those likes. Thank you, guys, so much. Thank all 10 of you. Heart of gold, guys. Thank you so much. Never forget it. It forever lives on. 10 likes. Let's go, baby. Let's keep it going. We're still going on the stream. 11 a.m. What time is it where you are? Somebody says, I think you are hitting all in it. Thank you. Yes, Rock James says, Trash Man, Milkman, Iceman. He's going to the grocery stores. I was thinking like a DoorDash type deal, right? Like he would get into these. Does he deliver? Right. They delivering things, right? Milkman. All right. The hands flowing, right? We're starting to go. Oh, we're starting to. Right. Milkman. What is he doing? He's at the grocery. He kind of knows these people, right? He knows what's up. He's casing the places. He's able to do that freely without being noticed about casing, right? He blends in very well. He's bland. He's boring, probably to a T. What is going on with this guy? But he talks very. Wow, his talking is different than. Somebody says he walks around freely, but no one realizes he's the one they're describing. People are used to his presence. Yeah, exactly. That's you said. You're on it, right? They kind of like maybe feel some type of way, but not type. They don't know. But he's very blending in. Yeah, but he's going to these places. They know him. They got to be associating with him. That is for sure. Right? What can he be doing? Right? right? Delivery, milkman, right? Rock, yeah. Let me just Google what kind of delivery service is there. Grocery-wise, what is he doing? What are you doing in New Orleans with the grocery store? So, New Orleans, 1900s, delivery, question mark. Let's see what delivers. So in the 1900s, New Orleans, a local delivery line on horse and mule-drawn wagons to move heavy freight from the riverfront and daily neighborhood carts to supply fresh food to homes, commercial and port freight, the dock, neighborhood and perishable delivery. So milk carts, like you said there, right? Yes, right. So milk carts. Early morning milkmen drove horse-drawn carts featuring large metal dispensers to pour fresh milk directly in the households. Not really, right? Because he's not going to drive around no horse-drawn carriage. We don't see none of that, right? Truck farms, as small local farms across uptown and nearby Paris grew perishable foods, greens, and tomatoes. City expansion, new drainage systems, pumps. Okay. Milk, just like Rock said. Possible trash, possible, but milk. It doesn't hold, right? This doesn't feel that way. Not at all. The fuck is he doing? What is this? A great forced migration. Wait. So, large, eat good, money, no problem. Okay? Eat good, money, no problem. Right? He's spiritual. He's spiritual. I'm going to say that. He's spiritual. Okay? So who's large? Who eats good? Who has money like it's no problem? Who's spiritual? That's what I really, when I'm circling all that. So who is that in the 1900s? Who? Who would be living that way and be described that way? That's all. This person has a lot of knowledge of spirituality. A Greek mythology. They're educated in spiritual things, though. So they are spiritual, even if it's for the demonic. Okay? They know Tartarus. Even though it's Greek, it's in the Bible, too. So I believe it's in the book of Revelation. That's where the word comes from. The Bible. The Bible came before Greek. Came before Greece. There we go. He's spiritual. He's large. He eats good. He has no money problems. He's spiritual because he talks about it in the letter. Who is he? What does he do out there in 1900? What's he doing? He has a problem. He's political too. Right? So he's spiritual, political. He has a sense of moral because he's saying these people are, you New Orleans, you're foolish. He's killing certain types of people that he sees foolish and a waste on earth. These people are a waste of earth. They shouldn't be on earth. He is the demon. He's the angel of death. At will, I could slay thousands of your best citizens. The best ones can still get it. Even those good, high-quality ones, I still get them, but I take the easy, shitty ones, for I am in close relationship with the angel of death. High power. High power. Who's high powered? Large, eats good, no money problems, and is spiritual in the 1900s. Huh? Who has access to the home anytime they want? Who knows the home? Who can case the home? Who goes to your grocery store? Who goes to your home? So, I leave those clues to you because I believe with that profile, we just did profile them. And anyone that talks like that, if that is indeed the letter from the killer, is going to be having these qualities. And they're very kind of like, everyone was in the spiritual guys, but not like this, educated like this. Very spiritual. And they think they're doing God's work, as you see, but the devil's work, because they know that it's wrong. Okay? They know that it's wrong, but to them, this is how it's got to be done, because God's not working on it fast enough, and he can't take it no more. So he's taking matters to cleanse New Orleans of this shit. The jazz music, I have to see more where the jazz is introduced. I don't know by the public, but he likes it. Let me go to jazz too, because the music is important. He's spiritual. He's gonna like music. This is New Orleans, the home of the jazz. I don't do my research on the origin when jazz started. When it's gonna be before this, I see, but I have to do. It's the music of the time, right? So it's music of the place. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to see what he says about jazz, though. I am very fond of jazz music. Okay, here it is. I am very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devil in me, there is that every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is in full swing at the time I've just mentioned. If everyone has a jazz band going, well then, so much better for you people. Okay. He feels like he won't be here long too, either on earth, that he is worldly, otherworldly, and this is just a temporary home for him. His absolution, his evolution is going to happen when he transitions here, and in doing that is by killing and taking life and souls as the angel of death. And yes, that will bring him to superiority. Yes, and he will be the ultimate. You see that shit? Yeah. We're esteemed mortals. We are esteemed mortals. Really? Who is that addressed to? I don't know who that's addressed to. Me? You? The normal person? He thinks we're not esteemed. We're shit. We are mortal. He is immortal. He's going to be immortal once he takes all these souls. Yes. 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 76 says maybe he's judging them. Yes. Yes. It's a priest. Yes. He's very... Yes. And he has access to everything. And he can stay incognito. He could really just float under the radar. Amazingly float under the radar. It's unbelievable. And he would know all the personal info on everybody. Because they're coming to him. You know what I mean? So he knows everything. He chisels shit too. He's like really sneaky bastard. They're sneaky. There's no reason to be. He's large. He's large. Who's large at that time? Probably a priest. You know, a priest, a clergyman, someone in the neighborhood that's spiritual, that has a sense of spiritual, something there. He's large. He eats good. Money's not a problem. He takes what he wants when he wants, and he's very spiritual. Whether it's Satan or God, it doesn't matter. It's spirituality. It's huge back then in that area, I'm sure. The voodoo, all that shit, you got to combat it. But he's got a problem with these immigrants. Maybe they're the jazz he likes. He likes that. That gets me. I have to go more on that jazz rock. Maybe it's just he likes it. That's all. What is it? He likes it. It's not like a bad devil's music or anything. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's a devil's music. Maybe he likes that, right? The jazz thing. I think there was a song, right? The devil, the fiddle and all that shit. It has its origins in possibly satanic culture. Does jazz not? I don't know. Something like that. Look where jazz is coming from here with this satanic thing being connected to it. So possibly yes. Because look at this shit. Connecting jazz to a fucking crazy serial killer playing jazz music to not die. Keep away a killer. That's crazy. That's some shit. 76 says a priest. Yeah. Ahmed says Carol people practice voodoo. Exactly. We old people, we're into this shit. But how do you combat it? With spirituality, with God, angels, demons. But he's not saying anything about Jesus. He's not saying anything about God. But he is spiritual. He's trying to camouflage his spirituality. He's trying to make it so he is political though too, because he believes that this rush of immigration here is destroying the neighbors, destroy it's happened plenty of times. But the only way he does this to kill, and it's weird. It's like a priest. I'm gonna say a priest, but like not maybe necessarily a priest, but like a clergyman, someone connected that way. It has to be someone spiritual, someone that is large. He's eating good at that time. He has a lot of knowledge about the people. He's able to access storefronts whenever he wants. He's able to do things like that without really being noticed. And like I said at the beginning, right? This person's able to move freely without even batting an eye. And a priest would be able to do that, or a clergyman, someone related in that field, very spiritual. I don't know if he's on the street corner preaching. I don't know. I wasn't alive then. You know, I wasn't alive then to see anyone on the corner talking, or I know they do it now where they do have speakers on the corner with microphones and they're able to do that and preach about Jesus and hell and all this. Possibly then back then too. Someone's doing this and wasn't heard or disgruntled, whatever it was. That's what it was. It's like you said, a moral thing, a godly thing, a spiritual thing, a cleansing. He's cleansing this fucking area, and he cleanses it well. And that's it. He does his job well. And he's so well that we're not catching him ever. So it is, and who could do that? Who could stay so under the fucking radar for so long? You would never think that he would ever do anything like this, and that would be someone in the clergy, someone in the fucking spiritual realm. And this is, none of it's mentioned. There's no church, the only time this spiritual shit is brought up is him. He brings it up. He insinuates it. He introduces it. He's willing to share it. He's giving you his motive. He's giving you his reason. They say we have no motive. Now I'm getting angry. Because they don't know the profile. We got to work on this shit. They worked on it for 100 years. They got shit. We got more in 127. We had more in 176 minutes, guys. All 3 or 4 of us, right? 10 of us, whatever you want to say, right? Than they did in 100 fucking years. How dare you not work this? Now, I'm not saying I'm right, but that's the point. If I'm not exact, I'm pretty fucking close. And that's the point of this. None of it makes sense. Right, guys? We went through the occupational, through that time frame, and none of it was clicking to me. I'm like, how? How do you talk like this and do manual labor? How do you do all that? How? No. That's the only way you do it. That's the only way you speak like this and act like this and are able to move like this. And do shit like this, and know things like this, and speak like that especially. Not your everyday knowledge, guys, is the spiritual talk like he's talking. Tatterist, you would think it was, but it's not. You're only listening to what the clergy tells you. Heaven, hell, burn, yes, no. They're not doing all this. He's studying, he's there. This person knows a lot. Like somebody said, sophisticated, they know, but they're using it to get kills done in the neighborhood. They're using this. We see they're using it. Yeah, that's all. What more is there to go there? You know, like, okay, if it's not, I'm pretty close. It's something around there. This person is able to do stuff like that. And they're very smart with the spirituality. Rock James says they're a voodoo priest named Clementine Barnabette during the timeline that was killed. I didn't know that. If I don't know about that side of that spell casting or that witchcraft side, if they do believe in the Tartarus and they speak like this, if the voodoo end speaks like this and thinks like this, religion-wise or spiritual-wise, then yes. If not, if it's a whole different description, then no. Then it's Christianity. And it's always going to come down to Christianity kills. It will. It killed the Christ. We know it will kill. It will separate people. It will make you have a mission. This motherfucker has a mission, and it's spiritual, and it's political. Yes, because once it becomes political, once it becomes spirit, you know, you guys, I don't want to connect. We say politics and religion, right? You see why? Because it produces this. It produces this. That's why. 70s chick says educate. Thank you. I mean, you know, I don't know where this comes from. It just comes out naturally. And I know I have a lot to say that's there, that's true, that needs to be used and thought about. What the fuck is this? Educated. Yeah, he's educated. He's educated, guys. Look at this note. Tell me, guys. Tell me, Rock. Tell me, Ahmed. Tell me, 70s. Who speaks like that in the 1919s? In New Orleans. Who's talking like that? Someone who is very educated in spiritual things, maybe even overall, but they're very educated in the Bible, in mythology. They're very interested in religion. See, we see the person. I see you. I do see him. That's why these people can't fathom. They can't, guys, they probably do recognize him, but they don't want to believe it. like in a way. You know what I'm saying? They are being hit in the head. It is late at night. There's so many factors here to make them blow this off that it wasn't this person or it couldn't have been. The one person even admitted, right, said, oh, it was the next door neighbor and said, oh, I just made that up because I wanted fucking somebody to go down, you know? So, wow, he's really got it. And he's able to, like, just, man, this is, I don't know if you've seen a Midnight Mass or something like that, but there's a priest there, you know, but he's a vampire or whatever, but, you know, it's something like that. I mean, he's not, like, it's just so, there's no mention of any kind of spirituality here from any of the victims of Bible or anything like that until this killer introduces it himself. He wants you to know, you know, where he's coming from. Say Satan in here. If he believes in Satan, he believes in God. He knows something about spiritual things. He loves it. He is so fucking fascinated by spiritual things. He's so educated in it. That's where you start. That's where your starting point is. Not a butcher, not a laborer. Yeah, you're going to go there, but you're going to start with this letter, if it's real. He's telling you a lot about himself without doing it directly. He's doing it indirectly. And we just have to be listening and be able to see through the lines, actually reading it. Somebody said, it's kind of like Whitechapel. Yeah. I mean, Ahmed says politics as well. Yes, politics, religion, they do mix. People say they don't. But that's why they don't. Because it ends up in murder, in serial fucking kill. You know that. You've seen it. Basically a genocide, you know? Genocide happening in New Orleans. Ahmed says he alludes in the note that people don't want to believe that's him. Yeah, he could be trusted. Exactly. Exactly. Amen. 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 Ahmed's right. They never have caught me. They never will. They have never seen me, for I am invincible. Like God, right in front of your face. Even as the ether surrounds your earth, I am not a human being, but a spirit. Right, I am what your foolish police call the Axeman. Good job, Ahmed, yes. Ahmed is on that perfectly. I gotta read that again. That was great, Ahmed, yes. Holy shit. He alludes in the note that people don't want to believe that it's him. That is right. He could be trusted member of the community. And who's the most trusted member right now there then? That's never mentioned. Not one time do they mention a fucking clergyman, a priest, an altar boy, nothing. You're right. Good. Ahmed, that note says it all. You're right. I was wondering why he's talking so confidently and why it's like godlike and spiritual. Because they'll never catch him. And if they do, they can't press him. He's a priest. Wonderful. Ahmed, that's why you can't get him. That's why they can't figure this person out. But he is sticking out like a sore thumb. But he's right at Occam's razor, everybody, right? It's Occam's razor. They don't go by Occam's. I guess they don't got it then. But they didn't go by Occam's razor. Ahmed, perfect. It's done. Yes, Ahmed says he says the police dodge him. Right. He says the police dodge him. They don't dodge him. They just don't know it's him. They're talking to him. You're right. They're seeing the face of the killer. He's so fucking like, great, Ahmed. He doesn't have to dodge the police. That's right. Because he's thinking, wow, why don't they got me, right? They're dodging me. But they're so stupid. Right, Rock. Ahmed, yes, I believe it. Rock says he wants people to recognize yet show fear. And he's got everybody in fear. You know, hellfire ain't enough, you know? The hellfire, he's bringing it. He's bringing it. He's bringing hell on earth right now. He's the angel of death himself. The hellfire's not scaring him enough to correct him. You're right, Rock. He wants people to recognize. He's causing the fear. They're going back to church. I don't know. But he is that person associated. There's something there with that. They got to start there. You don't start anywhere else. You start with the profile. And then you move out from there. Guys, we start with that, and then we'll move out radius-wise and expand the search. But we need to narrow it first very quickly to get these people that actually would be worth questioning, that's all. Be worth spending time with, right? Ahmed says, imagine how a trusted priest was back then in the South. Exactly, guys. Talk about fucking voodoo shit, spells. This priest was godlike. Ain't no one touching this motherfucker, and I agree with him. I'd be cocky as shit. He's got money, there's no robbery, he's good to go, and it makes complete sense on why the actions and why not the actions. 70s, I don't know. He thinks he's had forgiven. I don't want to go into his psyche anymore, 70s chick, than I have to. I'm not interested in his psyche. I don't want to know him no more because he's all fucked up, and I'm good with that, and I'm good with who he is. And like we gotta, they gotta grab him up. I mean, I'm sure they got senuses there for 19 between those years. I'm sure they have a senus. I'd like to know who was the clergy and who was involved in spiritual things as far as in the town. Thanks, Leonard. Appreciate you, Leonard. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming in. We're going to put you on ice for 24 hours with the Iceman. Join him. So, yeah, 70s chicks. Yeah, Ahmed, right? Ahmed, yes. Like he said, the angel of death. Yeah, the angel of death. He became the angel of death. He's sick of being the angel. Yes. That's why he's maxed up. That's why he's maxed up. There's a mask on him, apparently, in case they recognize him. But they do, but they just don't. They can't put it together, these witnesses. And they really discombobulated. It's a crazy situation. He's got him rocked in fear, like you're saying, Rock, as the angel of death. And he's maxed. Ahmed says, what kind of mask? Like, can it be traced to the clergy outfit? Ahmed says, mad at the immigrants. Yes! Yes! Guys, it's like gangs in New York. You seen that priest? When he finally gets fed up with the immigration, he joins Leonardo and the Dead Rabbits, right? And he goes physical. He steps into the war in gangs in New York, that priest. I was wondering why he did that. And they did it then in 1990. Sick of it. Wonderful. Wonderful, Ahmed. Yes, in 76 Rock. I'm confident. I'm not confident with that, but I'm good. I can go to sleep with that. I would start there. That's all. If we started there with the search, I'm good. Like, I'm not saying we'd find him or anything, but I say I'm good with that. Like, start there and then tell me later what happens. And then we'll take it from there. 76, no one wants to point a finger at the local maid. That's right! And that's what Ahmed's saying. The letter's saying they have never called me, they never will. You're dodging me, right? It's a whole bunch. He's telling him, you're right under my fucking nose. And you won't believe. You're never going to get me. Because you're never going to believe it. Even if you have it, you're never going to believe it. If I told you, he's literally telling him. He's literally telling him. He said, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you now, but you're not going to get me. 76 said if he takes all their confessions, he knows all their evil things. He would like, guys, reminds me of a movie like Storm of the Century. Yeah, we did a review. I love my favorite movies. He knows all their little secrets. He knows all their dirtbag shit. He does. That's crazy, isn't he? He's got so much power. He's got so much movement here. Everything could be explained away. He doesn't take anything with him. He don't take the axe so it could be found in the clergy, or he doesn't take it with him. He uses shit there. He knows what's in the house, right? He knows. He's been there. He's visited the house. Probably the day before, the night before, the week before. Right, he's visited the house. That's why he's ready. He's improvised. That's why he's chiseling in. I don't know why the chiseling, but he's chiseling into like, whatever. Like, it's cool. I'm cool with it. He has to chisel in because he can't get in freely. Because if he gets in freely, it's like they let him in. No forced entry. So he's known to the victim. That's why he chisels. To be breaking an entry, B&E. So he's an outsider, not known to the victim. But there's no robbery, so that gives him away. See? All this shit gives him away. What do you think? What do you think? 70s chick, Ahmed, Rock, you think we're good? You think we covered that gambit after 188 minutes, right? I was going to have to give up. Really. At the end of my thread with this guy. Couldn't figure out the fuck he did in 1919. What is he doing for a living? Now we know what he does for a living. Why he's so unique. He is so unique. And serial killers are. They blend in. He's blending in. And who would believe that a clerk, anybody involved in the right, would be a serial killer doing this in the neighborhood? Wonderful. Wonderful. I am satisfied with this conclusion of this killer. I really am. I really am. That's it. We'll leave it to the cold case. They can come check the video if they want to chase it down. They got nothing to lose by doing a little CNIS work in the archives, in the library in there in New Orleans. Get your ass to the parish and do some investigation on the CNIS. So, yeah, hiding in plain sight. That's right, Ahmed. That's why they can't get him. That's why they couldn't get him. They were so, not even close. They weren't even close. This guy had to write him and tell him. What's up, bud? Huh? Well, for a minute, because it's going to get hot. Okay? I know you're up, son. But yeah, I want to thank all the 10 likes, guys. Thank you for the 10 likes. This has actually been a really awesome and exciting stream. I knew it would be when you guys started coming up in here. I'm like, this is going to get hot fire real quick, and things are really going to unravel. You know, really unravel, because you guys are giving me things I need to hear, taking me places my mind can't go. So thank you so much. This has been amazing. Amazing. I'm excited about this one. Wow. Fucking 100 fucking years, yeah? Nothing. It says hiding play, right? So what do you guys think? I think we're good on this. We're going to hold it there. They need to go ahead and just take our hypothesis or whatever and run with it and see where it leads. If it's a dead end, they got nothing to lose. They're already at a dead fucking end. Let's give them another lead. There's your lead. CNIS, library, clergy, religion, anything to do with it. Who's the person? How big is he? I want to know how large. That's how we know. I don't need DNA. I don't want all that shit. All I want to know is how large a priest and or clergy or a spiritual person is, you know, a helper to the clergyman, somebody. I want to know how large he is, because this person was significantly large, and I bet you they, in the neighborhood, in this town, they got to have a large clergyman. There's somebody around there. They're always large. They're never really rare right nowadays. You get it, right? And this person is exceptionally large for the time. They're eating well. I want to know who's eating that well. And it's only a certain amount of people that can actually be in the neighborhood and be interacting with it, you know all this stuff. It's not a high-class, sophisticated Jack the Ripper, unfortunately. No, he's in that life. He's blending in with them. He is a true serial killer in every sense of the fucking word. This is probably this is a dangerous person. No doubt about it. Scary person. But he must not have been that physically, like, I don't know what was up with him. I guess because he is like a clergy dude, right? So, or whatever spiritual. He's not really like, you would think he's large and he would be kind of, but he's not. 76 is yes, and he's buried somewhere around New Orleans. Yeah, he is. Right, good point. You can get the DNA, you get trace genealogy, whatever you got to do, fingerprints, hair follicles, something to actually affirm it. But I'd like to know just his size. That's all. I'd like to know these people's sizes and weights around the area. I'm sure he went to a doctor or something and they kind of wrote down somewhere this motherfucker's height and weight. That's all. He's exceptionally large, guys. These people notice him. He's at a place this large in their neighborhood because he's eating good. He's eating off what they put on his plate. You know, they don't eat, the clergyman eats. You know, they put money to God, but the clergyman's taking it. God don't need their money. They need it to eat. The clergyman needs it to eat, you know? And look at that, all the shit going around, the immigration, something happened there, triggering them, the politics, the religion. Yeah, 76 says he should not have written the letter. That's right. I knew the fucking letter. They go gives you away, guys. The cipher, all that shit is there. It's there. Don't do that. And they want it. They want it. Because look, right, guys, he was so long, they couldn't catch him. Just like Ahmed was saying, he was like, "You never catch me. What the fuck?" You probably talked to the cops, getting all this inside information from the cops. They're going to him, like you said, confessional, all this shit. It's a movie shit. Yeah, it is. It's literally the craziest. A movie didn't even do it like this with a clergyman, really, right? I don't know. You know, this real life could not write the shit. Rock James must look into the archives. The priest turned that. You really, guys, and I got no problem with religion or like that, but this guy, he's the one that brought in religion. The killer did. You know, the right guys, we didn't. We had nothing to do with bringing in religion. We read the letter, took it as face value. I didn't even really, all I said was Tartarus is in the Bible. Remember that? And then we skipped over it. And we went back to the letter. Something is in the letter. He's going to give himself away. He's got to. He's sick of this shit. Yeah, that's his own confession, Rock James. Right. They do that. It's there. Bang. He's like one of the first original serial killers too, right? Right there with Jack the Ripper, the Fisher dude. Right? He's, wow, phenomenal. This is crazy. I'm scared. I'd like to know if there was anything like this. Guys, it's the only possible explanation for that killer to be profession-wise, right? There's nothing. I mean, maybe we're a laborer. We could do that, right? The jazz is another thing. But no, this guy is... The jazz, too, I'd like to know, but I think he has something. He just likes jazz, He's really into that. It's New Orleans, right? I don't know. It's like a culture thing. Maybe he really likes that, like that creative part, He likes music. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a human still, guys. He's not superhuman. He's a human. So he will like human things. All right, Rock James. Yes, I think we're good, Rock. I'm going to thank Rock James, 70s Chick, Ahmed. And that's it, really, because you guys, all three of you, were the powerhouses. All three of you made this possible. You made this unveil and unravel the way it should have. We got a good starting point, right? We got a better starting search point for suspects than they ever had and still do. Not to say we're not right, but if we're not right, we're pretty fucking close maybe, right? What is the harm in trying to, just to see? It's a cold case, right? It's a cold case. But shit, guys, we got technology now. We're taking it back in the past. Really limits how this person can get away. And we can use a lot more now against them, right? To figure out, unravel these secrets, uncover the dirt. And we did that. Ahmed says, cheers, bro. I'll be back. No, cheers to you, Ahmed. Like I said, no obligation to me, guys. You guys are awesome. Rock James, thank you. Thanks, guys. Good work. Yes, all of you, great work. Wow. You guys got this going. I thought it was over. I was done. But you guys just kept pushing with it. It was beautiful. Ahmed, Rock James, you guys are great. I'm at a 10% charge. Let me get out of here. All the 11 likes, too. 70s Chicks, thank you so much. Like I said, all you by name, all three are powerhouses. We're coming back in a few more hours with another live stream. It's going to be some well-known stuff today, guys. I got some well-known things. I want to see how the views are, because I do want to get more views and get them up there. More views with the well-known things. So I want to cover that and try to find new things about the old things. But then again, I do have some other cases we'll cover later on that might be a little bit lesser known. But yeah, like I said, once we get the bigger platform, we can start shoving in those lesser ones more often. Yeah, and they can get the attention they deserve. So thank you guys for the 11 likes, all 11 of you. I freaking love you. I bow to you. Really, I do. I bow to you. Whoever you freaking kisses your feet, I am not ashamed. I will wash your feet. I will kiss your feet. We are men, women, children, whatever. You know what I mean? Men are men, women are women. We're human beings, guys. You see that. You put your pants on the same way I fucking do, I hope, right? Unless you got 6 legs. Unless you're an octopus. Then, yeah, we're not the same. We are different species then. But H.H. Holmes, first serial killer, 1892, right? Right, I heard about that. That sicko, H.H. Holmes. Yeah, not interested in that sicko boy to give any of those old creepy pedo men's any of my time, honestly. They deserve exactly what they deserve worse, guys. Really, there's people that do shit like that, they deserve the worst thing ever I can't even think of anything worse. You know what I mean? I'd leave that to the evil. Yeah, wow, yeah, they deserve every little bit. All right, Ed, yeah, Rock James, you never know. Might come back with that H.H. Holmes. Might educate myself on it, right? We'll do it live. This is the first time look at this case, and look how it went. I didn't hear about the Axeman, and I think OPB said he lived right outside of fucking New Orleans, and he didn't know about this. So, yeah, I didn't know, and we went hard on something we didn't know. Look what we do with things we don't know. Imagine things we do know. We do even better. So thank you to 70s Chick, Rock James, Ahmed, and the 11 likes. We're going to be back soon with another live stream.